Hey, Ev. You know what I really need?
What?
I need a new computer desk.
You know where? Funny you say
that.
that.
My goodness. Thank God you had an idea for me.
I know a great wood guy. Got a great wood guy. Philadelphia Woodcraft Company. Doing custom woodworking and design, specializing in reclaimed woodworking in Philadelphia. Where do you follow them at? On Instagram at Phila Woodcraft. How do you spell Phila? Phila Woodcraft. It's like Minecraft, but with wood.
Do they make good stuff?
The best. The best wood in Philadelphia. Hit up our boy Joe. Follow him. Reach out to him. Go on Instagram. Get their shit. It's the best.
I guess I'm going to Phila Woodcraft.
Yeah. Company. Yeah, you are. Welcome to the Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Check out get our merch at BangPop. Check out our videos that I don't post on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel. Other than that, who gives a shit about everything else? To my left, as always, Mr. Ryan Rickus.
What's up?
We got a couple shampoo / clothing / entrepreneur honeys in the building tonight. From BangPop, what?
You slammed the table like that?
Yeah,
this fresh wood table
I'm
from
excited.
Phila Woodcraft?
The fans have been asking for this, all right? From BangPop Clothing, Alex and Nina. Girls, how are you?
Feeling... Oh, wow.
Yep, that's
feeling
you.
lit. Oh,
Yeah.
this is me.
Yeah, when you talk,
Yeah,
it's your
feeling
voice.
really good. Yep.
Absolutely, sure is.
Not used to it, but I will get used to it. I'm good. You?
I feel like mine doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Yeah, I can hear you. Cool. Yep.
I don't have headphones today, so thanks, Rye. Now, it's getting dark
That's my
early.
response to
I'm having a seizure. Seasonal depression is already setting in. So what I'm going to want you guys to do is fuck off with your motivation and all your motivational quotes. Don't need it. I'm in depression mode, and I'm gonna soak it in. Okay? I'll see you in April.
It seems like you do need it, though.
You need it.
I don't have seasonal depression yet, at least.
You know what? I just have depression. Get over it.
You guys have seasonal depression? Do you get upset when the seasons change?
I do, definitely, yeah.
The time difference, that's what gets me. Like...
How quick it gets dark?
Yeah. Fuck that. But, I mean...
It gets dark super quick. We were actually just talking about that before you guys got here. We're like, yeah, it gets dark, huh?
I thought
weird.
it was midnight.
Yeah.
It's weird to walk out of work. Like, I get out of work at 5, which is like a normal time for people in the office world. But it's dark out.
Oh, they wouldn't know.
No.
It's dark out.
Yeah.
The entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But, like, anytime you can go to bed, I feel like.
You know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. The weather change definitely doesn't bother me. I don't care that it gets cold. I like the change of seasons.
I hate the cold.
Fuck the
I hate
cold.
the dark.
A lot of people hate the cold, but, like, being hot sucks.
It does.
True.
Well,
You're
it's
all
an extreme on
sweaty.
either side.
You got cracks that are all sweaty, and you start getting rashy. I get rashy.
Obviously, I don't like it when it's 110 out, but I also like it less when it's like 55 out.
Dude,
Right.
it's like
And that's not an extreme.
it's like
No, it's
70 for like 2 weeks. It really
The
is.
best 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's a nice 2 weeks of fall and like a 2 weeks of spring. Other than that,
And it'll rain 6 of those days, and you're like, what the fuck? Anyway,
Savor it.
it's enough of seasonal depression. Jesus.
yeah, I'm going to have it for the next 5 months.
How to start off a fucking podcast, huh?
Girls, how are you? Thanks for coming.
Good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, well, Nina, I was talking to you because cold shoulder Alex over there doesn't answer shit.
I'm so sorry.
She had no interest. I was like, oh, they're just not coming on.
We'll find a new guest. No
We'll
big
be
deal.
You thought that?
And then I would message Nina, and she'd answer me back in like 2 minutes. I was like,
She's good.
I'm
yeah.
like, what do you need me to do?
She's like, I'm on the elliptical. I'm thinking of top fives.
I did say
What-
that.
I was like, okay, here we go.
Like, getting your miles in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I do it all.
Now,
She does.
It's not true.
we have to start off with BangPop because what you guys are wearing is awesome.
You think?
It's unique and I like different. I like different. Your jacket, I would just assume I'm like, oh, cool, your dad's jacket.
It is my dad's jacket.
Well, there you go. That's why I assumed it.
Nailed it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then you're wearing Good Charlotte with the Hot Topic undershirt, and I'm loving it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she loves undershirts.
I do. It's all the rage.
But we all love Hot Topic too.
we do.
True.
It's so hot right now.
When's the last time you've been in Hot Topic? Earlier today?
Not earlier today.
No, I work there.
Honestly, yeah. Actually, my shift's actually in the morning, but I haven't been there in so long. Just yeah,
I feel like it's not
I love
real
it.
anymore.
it's definitely real.
You think?
Yeah,
It's
I don't
only
know.
out in Chamonix.
it's only the Chamonix has one store and it's Hot Topic.
Dude, it literally used to be my shit. I'd walk out with like 4 wristbands and be like, yeah.
Well, they have there's like 4 walls of T-shirts too.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I'm
what
gonna,
they make
I'm
all
Yeah,
gonna rep
okay.
my new favorite band this week.
And then they have like
Take it
some,
back Sunday. 3 weeks in a row.
they have like some Bobo
Takes
sex
it
toys in the
off
back
the
that like
Yeah.
high school kids are like, oh my god, did you see the sex toys?
Spencer's was the best for that shit. Spencer's would get wild. That's a good store.
Oh, is that Spencer's that has
yeah.
it? They were always across from each other
They
at
were.
Cherry Hill Mall. So
You're
I-
like, just combine
I
to
got,
make it
yeah,
one
I
store
got thrown
already.
off.
Right.
Why would you not?
They're
It's like
like-
Lady Foot Locker and Foot Locker.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why are you taking up double the space?
Why are you taking up
Just
double
put the
the
girls'
space?
shoes on the other side of the store. I don't
If you
understand.
go in Foot Locker, there's still women's shoes, so I don't fucking get what's going on.
It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
They got to be separate.
I never thought about
Separate stores.
I mean,
Draws
we're
in
all
separate
equal,
clientele.
right? Let's just put the mix and match the shoes all over the fucking place and have everybody find them.
Would you guys open up 2 clothing stores, one for men and one for women?
No, we're gonna keep
Nah.
that shit together, right? I think
hope
we have to
so.
look at each other, like, right?
Well,
I
no,
actually,
We didn't talk about this actually. I don't know.
We didn't get there yet.
when I was like making posts today, I like didn't know if I should write like women's.
Right,
Like,
like-
are we at that like stage to like?
Like people could, I feel like, choose for themselves whether
that's how I feel. So I just
like,
went with vintage.
if you're a guy and you want to wear this blouse.
that's what I was gonna say. All right, well, all right. Let's just start with BangPop.
Okay.
What the hell is Bang? And I don't say hell as in a negative way. I'm just saying.
What the freak?
What the? Explain BangPop to us for now.
Alex.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So it took a while to kind of figure it out, actually. Like, we wanted it to be, at first we thought it was just going to be like resold clothes, like, because we find like really cool shit at thrift stores. But, excuse me.
Burped off mic. That's a vet move. You're only like 6 minutes in and you're already a vet.
We used to have it up on the sign over there.
Yeah, I used to have to write it on the thing.
Really?
Stop burping into the mic.
Because when we started, we'd be sitting here drinking beers and like just you're
let it
talking
out.
Yeah,
and then
you
you just
burp,
burp.
'cause
People
I'm
were
a
like,
fucking
"What
animal."
the fuck, dude?"
What about the
Give me
sniffles?
burping.
The sniffles?
okay.
I mean,
A slight cold. Oh, just
Like
Do what
frowned
you gotta
upon,
do.
but
no,
it's
just
fine.
take that foam on the microphone home with you because we don't need Nest Rock
can
getting
have
sick
true.
next week.
Yeah, you're right. All right, go.
So anyway, yeah, so we thought it was just going to be like resold clothing, but then I don't know, we started getting like into like honestly like weirder and weirder shit, like more vintage, not just like Goodwill. Like Goodwill's like kind of regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off of your explanation, but when you say resold clothing, is that clothing that you see somewhere that you like, or is it
Like
was it more like
thrifted.
Goodwill?
Yeah, like all
Okay.
like secondhand. Like we
Okay.
wouldn't sell like our own like Forever 21 shit.
Nah.
But like
Fast
Good
fashion.
store. Good store.
no, it's a weird store.
It's going out of business a lot of places.
Is it?
so.
Ooh,
Yeah.
is it?
Mhm.
Oh, well,
But,
I still wear Aeropostale, so I don't know.
That's all right.
So-
Our friend works there, so.
Does she?
Yeah. Our pastel.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to Amanda.
Yeah.
Alright.
Shout out to Amanda.
Hashtag garage and you
Working
get
night
25%
shift at
off at Aeropostale.
So anyway, yeah, we're gonna. That's kind of how it started, right? Like the idea.
Mhm. I would say.
Yeah, like we came up with the idea like literally years ago, like maybe like 4 fucking years ago, and that's like kind of how the idea started. And then I like started taking sewing classes, and we had the idea to like combine stuff. But in the meantime, we just got like swept up with making head wraps. Do you guys you follow us, right?
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah.
time I ever
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
Well, I think we started following each other after Steph and Maria was on.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, but like the first time I seen like you guys promoting something other than shampoo, no disrespect. I mean, we all need clean hair here. Come on now.
Right.
But it was the
And
head
why
wraps.
not? And
The
why
head
not
wraps,
use
yeah.
the best?
And why
if you're
not
gonna
use the
clean your
best?
hair, use the best.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I used it. It didn't work for me.
He's allergic to vegan products, obviously.
It happens. But yeah, so somehow we got into the head wraps thing, and that is kind of how we like made our like niche, and so it worked out. It was like an accident, but we just like only did head wraps for a while, and I made them all, and Nina did all the social media, and so that's just kind of how we like built it. But now we're getting more into like reconstructed clothes and like fucking shit up, and I don't know, like
in a good way.
Yeah.
So like you buy it and then you add your like own touch to it. So like you like cut the sleeve or something.
Yeah, just cut the sleeve.
Just cut the sleeve.
On most
It's
things.
real simple.
You
Put
cut
a
the sleeve
patch.
cut the sleeve up in strips and then braid the bottom.
Dude,
do
that
that.
was the shit.
Yeah,
That was the shit back in the day.
everybody did that. All my
I mean,
all my
Kanye
pal
w-
basketball shirts.
Kanye's shirts were like fucking road rash, and he made a shit ton of money.
Right.
Which is bullshit.
But you know what?
No, don't you dare.
All right.
I feel like I don't even know.
She loves
Like,
all of his
all the-
all
I
Kanye
got
stuff. That's
you.
why.
Easy.
Keep talking. I'll bring up Kanye's bullshit.
Alright.
And he would wear like fucking military like sand boots. I'm like, who is this guy? Unbelievable.
When was he in the military?
Never.
So is your goal to
I don't
make your
think
own
so.
shit eventually? Like you're going down that path now, or towards that path, I should say.
like we want to make our own shit with thrifted shit. Like that's the goal.
So your passion's
Okay.
thrift storing.
Yes.
Thrifting.
We love
Yes.
it.
And just
We call it
making
thrifting.
better.
You wouldn't know anything about it.
No.
Thrifting.
But yeah, we like are obsessed with thrifting and like finding cool shit. And some stuff we'll leave as is because it's just that cool, or some stuff like we'll see potential and we will alter it.
So how much time do you spend in thrift stores?
A long time.
Whenever we
entire
go
life.
in, we get a cart and sometimes two.
That's kind
And
of
like,
why
oh, these fucking girls are back.
that's kind of why we like thought it would be a good idea to monetize it, because I was becoming a hoarder. Like I was like so obsessed with thrifting.
It gets real.
And yeah, let's be serious. So I just had so much shit, like I needed to do something with it, kind of. Like I started out with the head wraps. I just bought a shower curtain for no fucking reason, like just because I really liked it.
True.
And you're like, I already have a shower curtain. Why do I need another fucking shower curtain?
Exactly. So I
Actually,
turned-
I'm glass doors.
What am I going to swap off the shower curtain every fucking week?
My
Per
doors are
season.
glass. I don't get it.
yeah. So I like just cut it up and turned it into a head wrap, like for myself. I should probably mention that I like made it for myself. I had no intention on selling it, and I like wore it
And
out.
you were like, this is a dope head wrap.
It was fucking cool.
It
yeah.
was cool. Nobody wore their head wrap.
Yeah, it was
Well,
like
they didn't have a head wrap.
It was like super weird.
Whatever.
Like I was nervous to wear it because I kind of look like an idiot. But in like a
Were
cool
people
way.
like, is that made out of a shower curtain?
Nah, they didn't know. They didn't know.
It's a
Thank
different
God.
I
material.
saw that
than
the other
you would
day.
expect.
I saw that the other day from
Sure, I've
Target.
seen that in the Bed Bath and Beyond catalog.
No.
I don't think I ever told you this. I looked up the shower curtain and it was like a designer shower curtain. Who knew that was a thing? And it was like $120. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, that's.
And you cut it up.
And I
And
cut
you
it
sold
up. I
10
ruined
head
it.
wraps for
because
50
fuck
bucks.
the rules.
Yeah, so I made my money back. But yeah. So first head wrap was a shower curtain. Oh, I wore it to like a Monade event, so it was all girls, and yeah, there was a fucking ton of girls, and they were all like, "Where'd you get that?" And then
You said you
BangPop
made
was
it.
born.
Yeah.
Where's the name come
Happy
from?
birthday. Well,
Brainstorming.
I just like assigned the task to Nina.
Do you
and
guys
she-
live with each other?
Yeah,
Yes.
we do.
Yeah. So we're very much always talking, always attached to the hip,
Yeah,
and
we're very
whatever.
in
So
sync.
yeah, I was at work at the Reading terminal serving stateside vodka.
Yeah.
Plug.
Not mean to plug that, but here we are.
You a stateside Vaki?
Yeah, I was with stateside vodka, and
Never had it. I heard good things.
it's good.
It's
yeah,
got
I could-
electrolytes.
Yeah, I
it
like
has
their.
a
Oh,
lot.
it's got electrolytes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I've
we're
been to their distillery.
Yeah,
It's nice. I like
it
it.
is. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So I was like serving up stuff at Reading Terminal, and also brainstorming potential names. And I
Hold
like
on.
get
Did
embarrassed.
you bring any stateside vodka with you today?
I didn't. I should have.
Like,
if I was going to talk about
what
it,
are we gonna do with you guys? I don't understand.
They should be your sponsor.
they should.
Yeah,
talk to
we'll talk to them.
I will.
We'll shout them out.
Okay.
Dude, I'll drink the shit out of it.
It's great.
I-
We'll hold
I
it up
tip.
on
You know
camera.
what? I bet it is.
All right, they should rehire you.
Yeah, they should.
Oh, you don't even work
I
there
didn't.
anymore.
I didn't get fired.
was
but-
fired, actually.
I didn't get fired. It was.
I was
a
drinking too much of the
complicated
vodka.
story.
Wow.
Me with
Too
them.
good to them.
Yeah, they're great. But anyway, so wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I was brainstorming at work all this this entire list, stupid stuff that I was just coming up with because that's what I do. I just zone out and write. and I was embarrassed because all this stuff's weird. But I wrote,
Yeah, you like didn't want to tell me.
yeah, I was like, oh, you really want to know? So I
with the different names?
yeah, like I don't even know what I was coming up with.
It was some weird shit.
You were
It was
scared to
weird
tell.
stuff. Like some
Your
lyrics.
Them be honest. It was
Yeah,
fucking weird.
it was like,
Fucking weird.
yeah.
I feel like you were even embarrassed about BangPop, and it was like I loved it right away.
I was. Well, Alex liked this song.
Yeah, there was
BangPop.
this song called BangPop by I think the band's called Free Energy. It's like a one-hit wonder, and it was like my favorite song for like when I was in like 6th grade. So I was like, how the fuck did you know that?
I was like, I just came up with it.
I
Which
stole
I
your
did.
journal.
I stole your journal, and I also just came up.
Can we
with
still
it.
be friends?
The one you keep under your pillow.
You're a genius. Yeah, so that's how it was born. The name, I guess.
Yeah, we just like sat at the bar and went through the list, and BangPop like stuck out. It just felt
Popped
It
out.
sounds
right.
good. I like it.
Yeah,
Cool.
It is always weird coming up with a name.
It is.
Because you're just like, all right, this is how we're going to be known. This is how we're going to be identified.
Yeah.
But, like, once the name, like, once you're okay with the name, like, it just kind of becomes something. It really doesn't even matter what the name is sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
really
you,
true.
all right, trying to name our baby. And, like, there's certain names, and, like, you would say, you're like, oh, well, I know that name. That she's a bitch. Like, you would come up with, like, there's certain people, like, you went to school,
Right.
you're like, there's no way I'm naming her that. Becca's a bitch. Like, you're never going to do that.
Always.
But, like, you'll say something, I'm just like, yeah, but have you ever met anyone and you're like, oh, his name's Mark? I'm not going to like him. It doesn't
Right.
fucking matter what their name is.
Right.
Like, your name
True.
could be fucking Blue and your name could be freaking, I don't know, Cookie, and it wouldn't matter. Like, I'd still be like, hey, guys, what's up? Like, I don't,
Two of
Why was it
Alex's
so hard for
favorite
you to
things.
think of anything else?
I don't know.
I said blue,
God,
and
you're
then
right.
I don't know what your name could possibly
For some
be.
reason, I was going to say, like, ISIS,
got-
but, like, I was like, oh, that's aggressive.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
That might not be.
We're gonna-
That might not work.
You look like an ISIS.
Do I?
It is honestly kind of if all things aside, ISIS would be like a pretty word. But
Get out.
A word.
Get her out.
Not anything about them is
What's
good.
the number to the FBI?
The FBI 's
Okay, we're gonna
outside,
cut that out.
No, I was
Send me
thinking,
over, send me
ISIS is nice. What do you think about our clothing brand, ISIS?
It's just a nice word.
No affiliation to what you think. Just-
We have no affiliation.
we're trying to rebrand.
You have to put it. You have to put it underneath every time. Hi, we're clothing brands. ISIS, no affiliation.
That would be
That's
pretty cool.
hilarious.
Actually.
So you pulled up some Kanye stuff.
It doesn't matter. I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They
I
just
just
had, like,
assumed
whole-
that was it because it was $300, $400.
Well, yeah, his shit's overpriced. There was like holy shirts. I would hate to write holy shirts because now it's gonna be those white cloths that they like bang bongos to and shit. Holy,
Well, isn't
holy shirts and pants.
Holy Spirit shirt because Kanye's new album is all about God.
Yeah, I'm not into.
didn't he make a movie too?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
But I'm
they
saying,
made-
like, look how basic this is. Like, this couldn't be more basic.
right.
Sorry for
Right, but
everybody
We can make
listening,
that.
but it's literally just a shirt that says Holy Spirit, and you're just like, all right, well, you know,
Everybody looks down at
anybody
their
can,
Holy
like
Spirit
anybody
shirt.
who has any type of fame can put their name on something. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's true.
Right, he's Kanye, so
How much are they?
It's the cloud.
Oh Christ, let's see.
you guys are just
$349? Is that real?
So, like, what could that possibly be made of? And this is how. Anyhow,
The other ones.
anyhow.
Yep.
the other one's DH Gates. That's from China.
That's
Either
from
way.
China.
Okay.
So,
God bless him.
because
That's
I
how you know
remember,
you guys made it. When your shit gets sold in China.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, we
Not
made
just
it.
made, but sold.
Yeah,
in China.
successfully.
I remember listening to one of your guys' stories on Instagram. You guys worked with each other before. Like, you guys, your main job is Monette. Monette.
Monate.
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 Like modern nature.
Modern. So you're modern Monate and BangPop. Like, that's like your.
That's it.
That's it.
Pretty much.
So you guys had.
Oh, wait. Nina's a DJ now.
Yeah. Just at a karaoke bar for now. Stay tuned.
Until it becomes something else.
Until it becomes something else.
BangPop karaoke.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, but until your DJ career becomes something else, or
Yeah.
until the bar becomes something else.
Oh, no. The bar's staying the same.
Okay, I wasn't sure because
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
you said it,
Yeah,
you were
that's
like
not
karaoke bar for now. Like
Oh,
for now,
yeah.
it's a karaoke
Poor
bar.
I,
But
think,
you
I
wait.
feel like I could pick out
wait.
5 songs that would be on like a playlist that you really liked.
You think?
Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
You really liked her that she played
I
at
would
the
be
karaoke
interested.
bar.
Well, like when I seen used to, I was like, they definitely like Gwen Stefani, so that's
The
why I picked that
anthem.
song.
I was
Oh,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
impressed you picked that song.
Yeah.
My mom was like, I don't know. How did they know? Like, did you know? Did they know
Do
your
you and
cat's
your mom
name,
share an
Gwen
Instagram?
Stefani?
'Cause-
We don't.
oh,
Nah. Yeah. But she does know my cat's name. Our cat's name is Gwen Stefani, so that makes sense.
all right. You would have Gwen Stefani on. You would definitely have. What's the song that you hate that I like? You definitely like this song. Hold on. I'm going to sing it for everybody. Hold on.
All right.
The groove is in the heart.
Oh,
That's a good
Groove is
one.
in the heart.
Wait, I don't know that song.
I'm sorry.
It's like groove is in the heart.
No, again, you can sing it.
Oh
Sing it
yeah,
together.
that was trying.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The groove. Come on. Don't do this to me. It's like you're jumping in the pool and the one person doesn't jump in.
Stop. And you're like, "Oh, you motherfuckers.
You're like, God damn. Whatever. Yeah. So the groove. Whatever. Who cares? Never mind.
I can put it on for just us to hear.
All right.
What
No,
other
it's all
what
right.
other songs?
What else would you have on your playlist? You are. I would think it would be Paramore, but you didn't give me like the.
No, I
Paramore
like
feel.
Paramore.
Okay, but not really.
Yeah, but I was
No,
gonna
I
say
do
the
like-
way I like Paramore.
Yeah.
I
It's
like Paramore,
that's
but my
you'll listen to Paramore, but it's not like it's not
Yeah.
on your playlist.
Wait, what
It's
is
on my
this
playlist. Just like my top 5.
No, just something like what you
That I
listened to
would put-
today on the elliptical.
Oh.
okay.
All right. Okay. It was. What was
And now
it?
that you say you're a DJ, I feel like do you have EDM in your blood?
She sure
yeah,
does.
yeah.
Okay, well then you're definitely if you were an EDM.
I have a little bit of
if-
everything in my blood.
Good.
Oh, positive.
Who am I thinking of that I hate? He's got the long black hair. He was kind of like punkish too. No, not Stevie Aoki. The other one. He likes Justin Bieber a lot, and he has glasses.
Oh,
Like-
Skrillex.
Skrillex.
Yeah.
You're definitely a Skrillex fan.
I used to really love Skrillex. I haven't.
It's too
listened to
robotic.
He,
That was like
yeah,
the
like
start,
it's like whatever.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
was good. That
Everyone-
Yeah, I thought
watch
she
it.
nailed
No,
it.
yeah, she did. I just wish she had to be louder. She would really would have nailed it.
Yeah. Next
I was watching your guys. Yeah, right. Like I was saying. So you guys had a job and you worked with each other.
Yeah.
And then you guys used to bitch about work all the time.
Yeah.
Like who
We did.
doesn't? Obviously, I'm
Of
not calling
course.
yours out. And then did that kind of plant the seed to like use wanting to be like your own boss type
yes,
thing?
Yes. Like we wanted to be our own boss for when the fuck. Okay, so
Like right after I graduated,
like
honestly.
Nina, like me and Nina were like pen pals. Like we went to high school together, but she went to college in Pittsburgh, and I obviously stayed here in Philly. And we like I don't know when she graduated early, and then I got her. She majored in some crazy shit, like
Media and professional communications.
okay, yeah. And I worked.
What?
Yeah, can you
What is
repeat
that?
It's
just
MMMD.
like- yeah, it's just, you wouldn't know.
It's a Pittsburgh thing. I went
like
to Pittsburgh.
marketing and writing and like PR and.
What
shit
college
like
did
that.
you go to? Pittsburgh? I went to college in Pittsburgh.
Did you really?
Yeah, where'd you go?
No, I went to Pitt.
No fucking
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
You a cougar?
Panther?
That's what I meant. You a
Yeah.
Panther?
Yeah.
Me too.
No, fucking- that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm into it. But also, if we're talking about, no, I'm not a cougar, but yeah, definitely Panther. Go.
You're up.
Not
Wait,
a cougar.
I don't
yeah.
remember what I was saying. Oh! Just that when you came back, I got her a job at my job, that had absolutely nothing to do with her major, and
It's hard to find a job.
you didn't try at all.
I did try.
You
I went
did?
on multiple interviews.
Oh yeah, you were like gonna work for like Verizon,
Yeah, I was gonna go door to door selling it, but anyway, again,
That sounds terrible.
right?
that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
You have better luck selling knives door to door.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
First
crazy
off,
that
no one's
people
gonna
just-
answer.
Nobody
Even
would
if they
answer.
do,
I got
they're
a
gonna be
ring
like,
too.
"Get
I'm not even
fuck
getting off
outta
the
here."
couch.
Right,
I can just
like-
be like, no.
Like we already have Verizon.
Yeah.
Go.
That's why I always say,
I'm like, oh,
whoever
okay.
comes to the door, I'm like, we already have it. And they're like,
Right.
oh, you're not on my. I'm sorry. And like,
Yeah. Goodbye.
fuck off.
Beat it, nerd.
Write me on your list so you don't come back to my house.
So wait. So when you started working with me, we like. Wait. What was the? Why did I start telling this?
Because how are we like wanted to be our own bosses and stuff.
Okay, right.
You guys
So-
were working together and you guys hated your jobs.
Yeah, we always have been like trying to run away. So I got her a job so we could scheme a plan to like work there for a little bit, gain their trust, and then move to Europe and take the job with us.
Ooh.
And
Because people could do that. They could take their laptop.
because so like my job was like you could work remotely. Like we had people working like Florida and shit. So I was like, huh.
Mastermind.
Yeah, so we did it. Like she worked there for a whole year, and we like went to Europe. We only lasted 4 months, but we've always had that in our minds. So we came back from Europe and still worked there. But
Did you have to work their hours?
No.
That's what
we
it
worked
is.
our
You
own
guys
hours.
hate waking up
No,
early. I knew it.
we worked.
I knew it.
We worked like normal, like 9 to 5
Europe time.
Europe time, but it was like in the middle of the night here. So we like schemed the shit out.
Oh
of
shit!
them.
You were working for like a legit
Nobody's
European.
listening.
Oh no, we worked for an American company.
I'm confused if you can't tell. So what's going on here?
We worked for an American company. It was the same job. It was like a real estate title company. I mean,
Yeah, based in like the suburbs of
Yeah.
Philly.
and I hope they never listen to this, but
We won't name them.
Yeah, so we like my job was like research like for titles. And what the fuck did you do?
Accounting.
She was the DJ.
I was a DJ. DJ slash accountant.
All
She
right,
was the
guys, and here we
accountant.
go with some more Phil Collins.
I can see.
Little afternoon special. Here we go.
So we just did like the bare minimum so we could obviously prance around Europe. Like we just wanted to get paid. So we just did what we had to do. And then we came back, we would just like fucking hate our lives driving to and from work every day and talk
Half
about
hour each way.
we were like real into real estate. Like that was like the dream. And then I don't fucking know how.
Which is a good thing to be in. It's not like that's like an outrageous.
Oh
like,
yeah. We're still like obsessed with real estate.
Okay.
But you're like, this shit costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like
does.
real expensive.
Yeah, it started our passion, but we have.
I mean, it's the reason we have our house now.
Yeah, true.
Like we wouldn't live in Kensington if it wasn't like we only bought it for an investment.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
No, I definitely have not been in your house. But Kensington's a nice
yeah.
area, so I can imagine it's beautiful.
Right.
It
yeah,
is.
It's really nice.
Especially this time of the year. It's getting dark early. Got to run from your car to the house. It's fucking, it's great.
Nothing like it. Cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah, real safe. So, what was I saying?
We worked there.
Oh yeah,
You're
so
done
just
in
Buy the
Europe.
house.
we always hated like working for the man. We just wanted to get away, and so it's been like a schemed plan for a long time. And then so Nina quit first.
Sure did.
That job, and then she worked at Stateside. Nina has a lot of weird jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, before
up,
thanks.
dude?
Yeah.
Nice.
Before I worked at Stateside, I was like writing papers for people.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like
You were doing people's homework?
yes,
Literally,
For
yeah.
money. Yeah.
That's a good job to have, though, isn't it?
It was
Yeah.
Don't
I
you
would,
make
I
some
would
good money?
still owe you money if you did my homework.
right. Yeah. And I like it, so I'm like everybody.
Yeah,
Send
that
me your
shit's not
shit.
cheap.
Yeah. So got
He did my homework for free.
Yeah, it's fucked
Oh.
up.
Yeah,
Great
it
guy.
is.
Speaking of that, you owe me.
I don't know you shit.
Nina's like pretty expensive, so
yeah.
What's like a going rate for like I'm guessing it would be like important homework, like papers and stuff.
Papers. Yeah. I do like $20 a page usually.
$20 a page.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. When I stopped school, like the most I ever had to write was like 3 pages. So.
Yeah.
She's like, that's not bad.
Double
60 bucks.
spaced.
Yeah, 60
It was
bucks,
double
I'll give it
space. They were like,
And I'm
no
up at
more
night,
than
like-
14 font. You'd put it up to like
Right.
16.5. I'm like, I got these motherfuckers.
Up the period size. Yeah.
Double space and then one extra. I had it all down.
Oh yeah.
By the time you would read it, it was the end.
It was your name and then
Yeah.
the end.
yeah. So we just like gradually tried to like get away from the 9 to 5 thing. I kept the 9 to 5 for a while. She quit first, did papers, worked for herself, then did Stateside for a bit. Now she's DJ. We got into Monty. To quit our jobs.
True.
Like she wanted to quit her 9 to 5. I wanted to quit my 9 to 5. I still worked at the real estate place, but I worked from home. And yeah, so we did that, and then we
How was Mane approach to you? Because that's like a big thing. There's so many people, like I'll hit their stories and there's shampoo flying off the fucking.
Yeah. So I got in pretty early. Like I started.
I could tell. Yeah.
Look at her
Honestly,
hair.
like,
It's amazing.
Hey, you got some great locks.
thank you. I started in March of 2018, so that was like right before like kind of like the big wave of like Northeast Philly.
So you got everyone underneath you. You're like, let's go. Sell
I
your
was like,
shit.
Alex, let me sell.
Not everyone, but yeah, I got in at a good time, and Nina started like in the summer, right?
Yeah, August.
And yeah, so the goal of that was to quit our jobs, and then we wanted to quit our jobs to be able to start the clothing brand. So we started the clothing brand in May. So I mean, it's happening. It's just like kind of slow.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
It takes time.
Whatever.
It does. Yeah. That's the story, I guess. Yeah.
Got
Okay.
anything to add to that?
Good on
Where-
you. No.
Where'd you guys live in Europe?
We were in 10 countries. We like bopped around. So we planned to stay there for 6 months, but we ran out of money and had to come back in 4. But
They don't use shampoo in
happens.
Europe, huh?
we didn't
This
sell
was
it yet. That
if
would be
we-
fucking cool.
Yeah, that would be really
Dude,
cool.
if you
You
guys had
own
the
Europe right
European market shampoo,
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be.
But nah, it was before that. We went to Europe in early 2017. So, what did we do? I used
Iceland.
to memorize it. Okay.
Iceland. We were in
Iceland, Sweden.
I was about to say I'm gonna butcher the names of the cities. So, but yeah, Iceland, Sweden.
Yeah, we'll stick to country.
Yeah,
I
do the
don't know about
countries.
city.
All right. Iceland, Sweden, Belgium.
yep, that's it.
No. Czech Republic, Ireland,
England.
Nice.
Germany.
There you go.
Yeah.
Portugal.
The Netherlands.
Portugal.
The Netherlands.
Poland.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Did you guys know, like,
It's hard.
A lot of hostels, huh?
Only
One
one.
hostel.
Only one.
Yeah.
Oh.
In Amsterdam, it was.
Yeah, we got like pretty good like in Ireland and England. We got like full on apartments, and
We were there for a month each.
that's how we.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. How long were you guys in Europe?
Just
4
4 months. Yeah.
So the other places were like short trips, but Ireland and Dublin and London were a month each, and
And our flats.
yeah, and it was expensive as shit. Like,
Did you stay there because you guys liked it that much, or it was just you got an apartment there? They're the only one who spoke English, so you were like, "Fuck it, let's stay here for a little bit."
like kind of yeah,
Kind of
we
that,
wanted
yeah.
to-
That's what I would do.
little
That's
bit
why
of
I was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
Polish people definitely speak terrible English. I was
We'll
like,
venture
Ireland
out,
probably
but
be
not
dope
that
in
much.
England,
Right.
obviously, yeah.
It was hard. Like the places that didn't speak any English, like I wanted to kill myself. Like Czech Republic was tough.
Not to be dramatic.
Yeah, not to be dramatic. It was beautiful, but
Yeah.
I could not deal with that for too long.
Czech Republic and Sweden definitely have beautiful people too, but like when they're
Totally.
talking to you and you don't know what the fuck's going on, you're just like,
Yeah,
okay, well,
I just couldn't live there. Like we lived in London, it feels like, and lived in Dublin.
Yeah.
were you
The other ones
inspired
were,
by
like,
any
vacations.
fashions? In
We did thrift a lot over there.
Yeah.
oh god, what kind of bags did you guys bring
That's
back?
Well,
another
we would
thing.
send stuff
Yeah, we
back.
had to send stuff back. That was like another dream that we like came up with like on our fucking drive.
Worldwide thrifting and sending it back to Kensington?
somewhere. Worldwide
Yeah. Fuck
thrifting.
yeah.
and
Yes.
Just like literally like going to different countries.
Kensington
This stuff
worldwide.
It's obviously cooler there, and bringing it back and just selling it for more money.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So like what do you guys look for while you're thrifting? Like what catches your eye?
Weird. Well, how would you describe it? Weird
Definitely
stuff.
weird shit.
Weird, okay.
Yeah.
Weird. I mean it's a thrift store, so there's some weird shit flying around, but
Definitely
like what?
Weird shit.
Because I see like your guys' little pop-up shops and shit.
Yeah, nothing is off limits, I don't think. Like,
Yeah, you
Well-
get real creative.
yeah, like there's like you could ordinarily, if you're just looking, okay, if you're in
Yo,
a
break this shit down,
I'm breaking
dude.
it down.
All right, I love American Picker. Are you guys gonna go to junk after close?
What's that?
Junk, like stuff that people don't want, like junk,
like this shit,
like junk.
like all this shit.
Like,
are
are
we
you gonna have
gonna
like,
pick
you're gonna have like oil cans all over your house?
we need some decorations to
Hey,
be
don't
honest.
fuck with Steve Austin. His
If
bones
you guys
cracked.
saw this at the thrift store, would you
Would
buy
we
it?
purchase it? Not at this time.
But what if
We would
you-
purchase
what,
the
what
shirt.
if it did this?
If it was a shirt, I
Ooh,
would definitely
if it
get
did that by itself, hell no. I'd be really,
Definitely
really
not.
terrified. But actually, maybe. So, yeah, we don't like shy away
So
from.
fucking stupid.
I like it.
Yo, dude, it's my childhood, man.
The squishy arms and
I used to
legs.
put ketchup on
The
his head like
squishy
he was
arms
bleeding.
get to me.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
It's very mobile.
Sorry.
But yeah, nope. Don't apologize for that. Enjoyed it. But so yeah, we don't shy away from anything. Like we have weird like skirts that you might think are old lady skirts. We'll just wear
Oh,
them.
my favorite.
Yeah,
Old
with,
lady
like,
skirts are the best.
Boots and a band shirt or something like that, and it feels right.
Yeah.
It feels cool. And blouses, like you might. An ordinary person looking, not an ordinary person. Everybody's extraordinary. Probably. I don't know.
We don't have to be P here.
No.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
All right, nobody has to cry.
PC, not P. What the hell's PE?
PE.
Physical education.
Physical.
We don't have to be that either.
No.
No.
No dodgeball in this garage.
Thank God. That was a great game. But okay, yeah. So if you're like looking for a person looking for stuff that you would find at the mall or whatever, might overlook the things that we find, but if they look at it from what we post on BangPop, like we'll try to like coordinate outfits, I guess, and like make it. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, we get weird shit and and we make it look like you could wear that too, even if you.
Do you
wouldn't
guys
have
ever feel
picked it out
weird,
yourself.
like how do you guys come up with your outfits, like what you're gonna wear?
I don't fucking know.
I have no idea.
Like, no, you guys are unique. I love it. But, like,
That's like the best part.
Yeah.
like, do you ever, like, look in the mirror and, like, a lot of people are going to be looking at me today?
yeah.
When we walk out of each
But are you
other's
going
rooms,
for that?
like,
Yeah.
kind of. Like,
Right.
It just
sense,
feels
not,
good.
we'll
not
accept
solely for
it.
that.
We'll
Yeah.
accept it, but, like, it's not what we're going for. Like,
Right.
when... It's really fun, like, to see what we come up with, like, when we walk out of each other's rooms.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just, like, look at each other, like...
And you're like, oh, shit.
yeah.
That
I feel
looks
like
cute.
there's nothing that you guys don't like, though.
It's hard.
I feel like
It
all of a
is
sudden, like, you'd be
hard.
like, oh, this shirt, blah, blah. Like, say that, like, that wouldn't match, but all of a sudden, like, I feel like you guys would just have, like, the freakiest bracelets and be like, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, like you could be like, that could work, like all
Right.
the time.
Like, stuff
So
that
just-
people would literally be like, I would never fucking wear that. We'll somehow, like, put it with something that can make it, like tweak
oh,
your...
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, maybe...
I like
That's
that.
kind of what we're going for.
So do
Yeah.
you
make people break out of that box and make people be like, all right. Yeah.
do you
works.
look for something like that's just going to work on its own, or are you looking for something to alter?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Just depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Especially with all your sewing classes now.
Yeah.
Who's in a sewing class?
Alex.
Me,
It's
the
just you and,
instructor.
it's you and the teacher. That's it.
Oh.
Honestly, like, some interesting people. So there's, like, the classic, like you know, nerd girls that you'd expect, and then, like,
Offense.
How dare you?
old ladies.
Not every girl's a nerd in
Come
there.
on, it's a
but-
PC
You're
podcast.
not just nerds, there's some Asians in there, too. Shit.
There was, like, this sweet little black boy in my last class who was trying to start a clothing brand himself, and I thought that was really
Chris.
sweet.
How old was he?
He went to Temple, so he had to be, like, under 21 maybe.
Okay. Because you said black boy, like it was, like I pictured
Like a
like
little boy.
like
Like
a
a little
12-year-old.
boy. I mean,
yeah.
he looked real young. Like, he was probably like 19.
Extremely smart.
Blacks age really well, too. Did you guys ever
did hear
see
that.
the show How to Make It in America?
No.
You never seen How to Make It in America? It was on HBO. So
2 seasons.
the best 2 seasons of my life. So it's these 2 guys, they're friends in New York, and you know New York's just fucking just a plethora.
Yo, nice
Melting
word.
pot.
That was a good word. That's
It
neat.
was I love plethora.
So a bunch of different just types of people and shit. So obviously, anyway, they come up with a fucking jean. Come up with a jean brand, Crisp. Great show. Highly recommend it.
It's basically your guys' life.
Just
It's
Really?
basically-
dudes who
Wow.
make
Oh,
jeans.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
Not, it's not really.
Yeah.
That's
No, it's
Nothing
really,
like that.
it's really
It's
fun.
fun.
It's a great
But-
show. I was so, I
They
don't know why it
make
was canceled. It was a
jeans?
great show.
They
Yeah.
make jeans, like, from scratch.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Well, like they would buy like rolls of jeans that like fell off the back. Yeah, they would try to. And then they went
Okay.
to like Japan and like were big in Japan
And just bought the denim and made
yeah.
jeans.
I
Or
kind
they
of feel
sent
like
it to someone to
jeans are
make
just
jeans and shit.
birthed into the
Right,
world.
right.
Like nobody makes
I would
them,
never
but
be able to
everybody
make
has them.
Jeans are like so complicated. There's like so much that goes into jeans.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there's like people. Well, first of all, you never want like pure denim because like it's just like bleeds and there's blue all over your hands and shit. I know a lot about jeans, so sit back and relax. So, but like, I don't know shit. But I'm saying like people like will like hipsters will buy jeans off like people who've been wearing them and shit. Like I've been hearing that. I'm like,
Wait, what do you mean?
so like they'll have like I don't know construction guys wear jeans and then they
Like, I want those.
I want them. I need them
Wow.
broken in and like roughed up.
I need the dirt.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it makes sense. My dad's had the same jeans for 45 years.
I have a pair of my dad's jeans that I turned into shorts, and they're the best.
Nice and comfy,
Yeah.
nice and all
Give me
farted
jeans.
out.
Uh-huh.
A couple the back pockets are blown out.
A little worn out back there. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I recommend the show too.
Great show.
In case
I
you guys
wanna
are
see
looking
it.
for something else
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
You guys got a HBO subscription?
We do. Well, my mom.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't. I'm broke. I don't know what you can tell you. I'm broke.
Just
I work
use
for
my
the man and I'm
mom's.
broke. I gotta take after you guys. I'm gonna start selling socks.
You should. Whatever.
Nah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Nah.
Everyone needs socks though.
That's true.
True.
You're weird though. You wear toe socks.
So they fit me better.
Do you really?
No.
All right.
Why would you have liked them more if he wore toe socks?
Yeah.
She's like, I kind of thought you were a dick,
definitely
but now that I
would.
know you wear toe socks.
I was like, tell me more about
how you
that.
doing?
Is there anything freakier than when you see some? How about wearing a thing is? I just seen
Everybody
something
knows
out of
that.
That's what it looks like.
A thing of like slides, like wearing flip flops, and then someone just has toe socks on. I'm just like, I should beat the shit out of you. Is what I should do.
Is it cold or is it warm? Who knows?
Asians are wild because they'll wear like socks with thong sandals, and they don't give a fuck.
They don't.
I'm like,
care.
how's your sock indent right there? Because that's hard to do.
Like at least cut a slit out of between where that
that's a good idea.
right? Just cut it.
BangPop. That's
it
a
is.
BangPop exclusive.
We're
right
having
there.
a
thong
BangPop
sandal socks
Cut the
coming out
slit.
spring.
We
Put
could
a stud
dye
on
them.
it.
No, I'm dead serious. I like that
Alright.
idea.
All right. Well, you
And
guys
then-
just
well,
witnessed
would you sew it-
an idea.
Would you sew it back up then?
No.
Well,
Like
so
that's
it's just
But you
gonna be
guys should
open.
do the big toe a certain design.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be
I see
open,
what you
and
mean.
your toe's going to stick out.
Okay, so there's
It might
Gonna slide out.
accidentally.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to sew the
Yeah,
slit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Also, so the only
Because you don't want
it'll
your
be toe socks, but only for the big toe.
yes.
Right. It's like a
So-
mitten.
One
Uh-huh.
toe sock.
Oh my
yeah.
God,
Yeah, if the penguin was to wear gloves.
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
exactly.
I really
if Danny
like that idea.
DeVito was
too.
wearing gloves, that would be his thing.
I just
I
picture
can't
his
do it. I
hands
can't put
actually
these
like
together.
That you know,
that. You got it.
you're
dude.
almost there.
Yeah, that
I would
counts.
say.
Kind of. If I taped them, we'd be good.
Oh, we were talking about sewing. I have a question about sewing class. So the people that are there, I just pictured a bunch of old ladies. But you're saying it's mostly people that are trying to start their
It's
own.
not going to be
clothing
old
design.
ladies. They already know
No.
how to sew.
True.
There
That's a good
was
point.
one
They were
old
freshening
lady.
it up.
Yeah. There was one old lady in my last class who was there with her daughter, and she was like kind of a know-it-all. Like she made it.
She was like, I know the
very
answer to
clear-
this
yeah.
one. I know it.
She made it very clear that
Done with
she
my
has
test. What
to.
do you want me to do with it? I hated them fucking people.
Old people.
Yeah,
Shove it up your asshole. How about that? That's what you do. Get a paper cut on the way in.
She wanted to
And
like
out.
brush up on her shit. But there was a lot of like people my age, I guess. There were some cool people. I don't know what the fuck they were learning so far. Like some just for a hobby. Like that kid, that little black kid from Temple, is the only one
Shout
that
out.
I ever heard.
Shout out to the little black kid from
I
Temple.
hope you're listening.
Is the only one I ever heard that wanted to start a clothing brand. Like when I didn't even say that. Like I was like too shy. I was like, I don't know, I just want to learn.
You are pretty shy. I thought you would be more outgoing. Not that it's a bad thing.
I'm definitely shy at first. Yeah.
Okay.
INFP.
Shout out to INF.
Not trying to call you out. I'm just saying.
No,
It's
yeah.
fine. It's just,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. If you don't want to talk, don't talk. I'm
It's
just saying.
a bit more embarrassing now, isn't it?
No, I just wanted to go around on there. See what
It's
happens.
fucked
That's okay.
It's fucked up. So do you guys? Are you actively selling stuff?
Yeah.
Where at?
So we had a website, but we kind of everything was like moving too quickly for our website. We're slow.
True.
So and the website is all head wraps. So we don't use the website right now.
Okay.
But we do have one, bangpopclothing.com.
Okay.
Holla.
Bookmark it.
Bookmark it.
Bookmark it, but don't buy anything yet.
Just don't buy
just,
anything.
Wait,
We're not-
till- wait
shower
till
curtains are on the way. We got to sew them up.
But yeah, so everything is like on Instagram, DM, and like events. We do events, and you can buy it in person.
Yeah. Touch them.
What's the feedback like?
Talk
People
to 'em.
liking it or what? How's it going?
Yeah, the feedback is like super sweet. People do like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of said this earlier. We didn't know if we wanted to do all like reconstructed shit or if we wanted to do like vintage originals. Because I don't really like if I see something vintage, I don't want to cut it up. Like
But
I'll
I
cut.
kind of do.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Like I'll cut up anything from like Goodwill, but if it's vintage, like I need it to stay like pristine.
What
But
classifies as vintage?
Like 20 plus
Old
years.
enough,
Yeah.
yeah.
Old enough.
Like I think like if I see a band tee even from the 90s, that's vintage to me. But like I mean,
What about like the fake vintage stuff? Like you can buy a brand new shirt from like Target. That's a vintage.
How pissed
a
off do you
vintage
get when you see
band
that?
tee.
I hate
When there's just,
that
like, chicks who are,
so
like,
much.
You know, like trying to fit in, and they're all wearing the same shit. They're like, "Oh, Guns N' Roses shirt." I'm like, "Bitch, you seen one of the Kardashians wear it?
Yeah.
They suck.
Right.
You
Name 5
suck.
songs.
I do hate that a lot.
They suck, and therefore you
They
suck.
suck." Yeah.
But that doesn't count as vintage.
No,
Obviously.
definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah, like real vintage. Like we just put up like a bunch of like blouses from the 80s. Like I mean, vintage is anything, even like 2000s, I feel like could be considered vintage.
Yeah.
But
Old enough. You're right.
you know, different eras.
Did Prince wear any of those blouses?
Maybe.
Blouses?
Who knows?
Blouses?
You almost had it.
You
You
may
almost
have.
came up short.
He may
Yeah.
have.
It's all right. Hey, it's all right. See, this is
I'm
the best
embarrassed.
time in like, I guess, history when it comes to like trying to be your own like self-made type of deal. Like with social media, like social media does suck. I personally ain't a huge fan of it, but like it has so much benefits when it comes to being like your own type of. like selling the shampoo would be such a pain in the ass without social media.
I would never.
Yeah.
even
What would you
think
do?
about
It'd be like that
email
Verizon
people?
job I
Right.
almost had. Like going
Yeah.
Knocking
yeah.
door to door.
It would
Those
be some old
Avion
events.
girls and shit. Like that sucks. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
When you see Jehovah's Witnesses, you almost want to hit them with snowballs. I have a cooler of snowballs in the back of my truck just in case
That I keep
need
year
to-
round.
just in case I see Jehovah's Witnesses, and
Yeah.
I got a fucking cannon too.
I've
so
never encountered one. Have you?
I'm sure they stay out of
yeah,
Kensington.
I mean,
I'm sure they're not
I
frequently
don't
walking
really
under the
know.
L looking for houses to knock on. But
Well, I didn't even see them in Ronhurst. I grew up in Ronhurst.
there you go. We
We
grew up
had-
in Tacony, and I'm sure they were around. I don't know.
yeah, they're somewhere.
I don't know. Our Lady Consolation and Leo's, I feel like took up all of Tacony. And then there was Presbyterian, Presbyterian. How many fucking churches were in Tacony? The Ukraine St. Joseph's, St. Leo's, Our Lady Consolation, and Presbyterian.
Oh my
And how many
God.
people live in Tacony?
I feel like
gosh.
Tacony's not real.
26.
I don't
2,000.
feel like that.
No, 2,000. Jesus Christ. 10,000? How big's Tacony, Bert?
10,000 what?
Burgess laughing over there.
Yeah. Pussy. I don't know. 10,000.
We
I
can
don't
talk
know. I don't
shit,
even know
we
how
can
big
talk shit about
Tacony
Bert
is.
all day because he doesn't have a microphone in his
Yeah,
face.
so it's so fun. You say you don't feel like Tacony's real?
She said that,
I did say that.
Why?
but I kind of agree.
I just like kind of skip over it.
Okay.
It just feels like right before the highway.
It just feels like it's Mayfair. I thought.
Yeah, like Mayfair, then the highway.
Okay.
But like we still like it.
Right,
But
I know about
we
it because
love
it's the
everyone from
Tacony
it.
Palmyra Bridge.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's not as
So-
big as Mayfair's big.
I want to know more about it though. Like,
What do you wanna
in
know?
general. What are the vibes like when you're?
Yeah. How are
Yeah,
the
like-
neighbors?
If you're in the drugs, it's fucking popping.
Oh yeah.
If you're
Banging
a drug
and
addict, it's popping.
It's a place to be.
So it's
But
either
other
you're
than
a
that-
drug addict or you've been living there since you were born.
Okay.
Tell us more
Kind
about
of like Kensington.
Tell us more about the history of Tacony. When did
Karen's
it start?
used to be a hotel. That's why it's so big.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, and then they turned it into, I believe it was called Hashins. Like a guy bought it, turned it into a bar, and now it's Karen's. Karen's been there for years. If you go in Karen's, they have all these pictures on the walls and shit of all old Tacony.
Go
Oh, that's
into
pretty cool.
Currents or go on to Currents? Do I go on the internet?
In the Karen. What the fuck are you talking about? on the
You said
internet?
you go on to Currents.
Whatever, dude. My fucking grammar teacher?
Prepositions.
Yeah.
Christ. I
Yeah.
got two fucking English teachers here.
Hey,
But like I was
that's right.
saying, like this is probably like the best time. Same thing for like starting a podcast. Like, it's the best time. I feel like everybody has a fucking podcast anyway, so it
Well, you
doesn't
can
matter.
connect
But,
to the
like,
most people.
You can get the people really
Yeah.
quick. Like, you can literally message somebody in Australia like that, and
Right.
It's crazy.
crazy.
It's like
It's absolutely
magical.
The
crazy.
opportunity is
right.
I mean,
And
it's just
I'm not
weird.
saying it's easier because now there's more people doing all this type of shit. There's just so many people.
Anyone can be successful because there's a never-ending amount of people
Right.
to appreciate your shit.
Right.
and you have to just don't fall into the trap of trying to be like, say you see someone else successful, like people try to base themselves off that, which is a good idea, I guess, because they were successful for a reason. So you can kind of base yourself off them, but like if you're not being yourself, it's never gonna fucking work.
Right. I
So
agree.
there's so many people who've done shit and got successful, but they weren't themselves. So that's when the whole thing, like, oh, having money and you're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right,
if you're not
yeah.
being yourself, then who gives a fuck? Like,
Right. It's just not sustainable.
and that's with
Yeah.
anything, right? With music, whatever. Yeah,
it's not gonna last if
It's not gonna
yeah.
last if you're not having fun. Like, you have to have fun. We always say it all the time. If nobody's listening, who gives a fuck? We're still doing it.
Right.
It gives us a
Yeah.
reason to drink and just look at the internet on a Wednesday night. So like like we said, we don't care how many followers you have. We don't
Right.
care how famous you are. If we're not interested in you, you ain't coming on and we ain't talking to you. We don't give a fuck. We're not doing this to be famous.
Right,
Don't
right.
give a fuck. We want you to like us for us.
Yeah, but if
I
you
don't want you
don't-
to come listen because, so and so came on or whatever. That's not going to
Yeah.
help us.
Right.
You need to like us first for this to be successful.
Exactly.
And with social media, that's what you want to put out. But some people fall into the trap of trying to imitate other people, and you're just like, just be yourself.
You can like
Yeah,
spot
nobody
that from a
buys
mile
it,
away,
yeah.
though.
Right, that's the thing. People aren't dumb.
Yeah.
So like they can smell the bullshit. Like
Yeah.
they can tell that you're just trying to do whatever it is that's not authentic that you're doing. Like your guys' style is authentic as shit. You know what I mean?
Why, thank you.
Because it takes balls to wear what you guys are wearing. So I'll give you that.
Appreciate
but
that.
I'm saying, like, people will hop on that train. They're like, fuck it, just be more free and just have fun. And like, who gives a shit what people think? Well, there's always been that attitude of like, that's been in high school movies since the 80s. You know what I mean? Who gives a shit what the...
Be yourself.
Right.
Yeah. But like with social media, like you said, you guys can reach people and it's fun. Like, nobody would know about... Like, how hard would it be to be like... Actually, it would just be all your pop-up stuff. You would have to just hope somebody's walking down the street and just walks by and be like, oh, is that an old Misfit shirt?
Right.
Like, yeah, tell your friends. Like, with social media, you can just branch out. I don't know where I was even going with this.
But
I liked it though. But that's actually like what
I just started talking. Well, I just blacked out. What happened? What happened?
That's like another like
I had a point. I just don't know what it was.
like a big thing about BangPop, like what we kind of like base our shit on, like, and I talk about this all the time, like okay, so we want to promote like wear whatever the fuck you want and don't think twice. Like don't wear it because we're wearing it, because like sometimes I think it's ironic, like we're putting all this shit out and then I'm like, everyone's gonna be fucking walking around dressing like us.
Be yourself, but be like us.
But exactly what we wear.
Hipsters are trying to be... Well, I'm not saying you guys are hipsters, but like the goal of hipsters were to like be what people
like,
didn't want to be. Like, to be what's not cool. But now the irony of that is being a hipster is cool. So you're like, I'm the anti-hipster
I
of
know.
being a hipster. So you're just
It's
like,
confusing.
what the fuck is going on? Everyone's confused. Like,
just everybody erase that from your mind.
Yeah, but we're like obsessed with the like idea of like okay, so as a girl, like if you're about to go somewhere, like your whole group text is like sending each other like your outfits. This is honestly, we talked about this a lot, like back when we had like a big group text with girls.
We
like
have a lot of talks.
They would text like, can I wear this? Like, is this cute? Like, and we would be like, it's not like a fucking...
do you like it?
You're right. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
you
like a
fucking wear
fact. Is it cute or not? Like, if you like it, then it's fucking cute to you.
Yeah.
Like,
and then when you wear it, you're going to feel better anyway.
right.
So
And like shit that like me and Nina like obviously have like a weird style. So the shit that they're all like, oh my God, yeah, like that's
I'm going to
awesome,
dress like Nina
perfect.
tonight.
We're like, that shit is ugly. Like, I would never wear that. But
right. Yeah. Like when people say like
to
something's
us,
ugly, I'm just like,
right.
Like, to you,
Like,
but, like
yeah. So like if we that was like my point. Like if like things that they think are cute, we think are ugly, but we will let them have it. I would never say I would never wear that.
You're like, oh my God,
like,
girl, totes.
it's
cute.
everybody
fucking
your
business.
own-
Especially
yeah.
when like you have like your group of friends too, or like whoever. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I
Exactly.
wear shit all the time. Chelsea, my wife Chelsea, she's like, you look like an idiot. I'm like, thank you. Like, it doesn't
I'm
matter.
not going to change. I'll tell you that.
I'm definitely not changing. Like, especially because you said that now. Like,
Right.
I'm definitely not.
More so not changing.
Like,
You should have
she
said
hates-
I look good. I would have
She
changed.
hates when I wear a track jacket. So like when I really want to piss her off, I'm like, I'm putting a track jacket on when we
wearing
get to dinner
two
tonight.
jacket jackets.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
it's cold.
double it up.
Yeah, double collar pop.
When you
gotta
get
pee
into
really
the bar,
bad.
take one off.
You guys want to do halftime real quick? Sure. Tea time. You can keep them on.
I got a piece.
You-
I got a pee so bad.
Well, say something. It's okay. It's okay to say
wait,
something.
say something when
No,
you have to pee.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is halftime.
Okay.
Tea time. The bell means tea time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you did.
I was listening to the YouTube video today.
Let's go.
Hey. Hey. And we're back. Obviously, you guys know that because we were gone for 45 minutes and it's been 10 seconds in your headphones. So, Nina, how's DJing going and how's your rollerblading skills?
Ooh, okay, yeah, just straight to the point. Points. DJing's going great.
What got you into DJing? Obviously, I can tell all four of us love music. We're
We do.
definitely music people. I feel like style and music goes well. So, like, you can tell Rye's real into jazz because he's wearing a gray hoodie and gray sweatpants.
Jazz and Eminem when he puts his foot up.
Yaz flute.
Yeah. Obviously, like
Oh, it has. I guess
Without
these
me.
spaghetti.
have to be over.
Drop
This
a
is-
verse.
This is how I ride the bus.
Yeah. Don't check his palms. He's got mad lyrics on them.
Headphones in, world out.
Just it's writing lyrics.
That's right. Nobody talked to me for like 45 minutes.
But obviously, like style and music goes together. Like I feel like kind of good, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you have a crazy style. So I can only imagine your DJing skills are through the rough.
Obviously, they
Wow.
start with Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the first song that you play.
Number one, yeah.
No matter what.
You
Like there's a list of requests, and you're like, obviously we're gonna start with the anthem.
I just bumped mine up to the
and
top.
everyone's like, no one
All right,
requested
so
the anthem.
If you're DJing at Pal's skating rink and it's about to be the reverse skate, what's your first song? What's your reverse song?
I don't know. It Takes Two by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, not Easy, but
Well, if you're
No, you messed
That's a
it up,
good
but it
one.
was you got the
Yeah, it's
point.
all right.
if you were French, easy.
like right about no, yeah. Everyone gets ready because the intro is very. It lets you know what's going on.
Right.
About no, we about to whatever they say.
You guys heard the song
Yeah,
before.
you guys know it. And then it's like
Hold
you
in.
did
DJed
it.
before?
and
Quick question, have you DJed before?
we're not supposed to ask these questions.
Oh.
But yeah, so I don't know. So DJing, how it happened, you asked,
Yeah.
is our friend Kate honestly just texted both of us and was like, do either of you want to DJ tonight?
And I was like, you got
Oh
that.
yeah. And I've always wanted to DJ. Like I have I don't know what you call it. I have a mixer, and
I don't know. You're the DJ. You tell me.
I guess, yeah. I never learned the technical term. I didn't go to DJ school, but so I've always been interested in it. And she texted us both, and we were just like, well, Alex was kind of just like, it's yours. So I decided to go. Yeah.
So you knew how to do it, like other than what songs to play.
Well, honestly, it's not even like that there. So I didn't know what I was getting into. It's not like a
You just showed up with your
traditional-
iPod shuffle. You said, "Fuck it, let's see what
I
happens."
showed up with my phone and
You hear
the
the clicking
outfit I
and
was wearing.
Well, it's
I
hard.
miss that, dude.
I
I
miss
actually do miss the iPod. I know it's convenient being on
It
your
was
phone, but I
great.
miss
Mm-hmm.
the thing.
Me too.
Because it was your specialized songs. Now
was me.
Spotify, I can get any
You can do
song
anything.
anytime.
Yeah,
It's not the
But
same.
it was only my songs on my iPod.
Yeah.
I had a yeah.
LimeWire did us well.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
Damn right they.
Frostwire.
So you were saying the setup there is normal. It's just like it's just like playing music at
You
your
like
local house party.
kind of, except for okay. So they have a thing that looks like an iPad, I guess, on the wall, and it's a traditional
like
car-
an iPad,
Yeah, it's just like a screen. I don't know.
like a jukebox.
I
No,
miss
yeah, kinda
jukeboxes
like-
too. That was the shit.
They are the shit. I agree.
I'd get a digital one if I hit the lotto.
Right? Me too.
I'd get like
First purchase.
touch tunes in my house,
Yes, I agree.
I wonder how much they
and I'd
cost.
charge all my friends to play music.
$3 a song.
Yeah. All the beer's free, but $5 a song.
We don't
Trying to-
take requests.
I'm trying to
You
make my
pay
money
for your
back
request.
here.
Yeah.
This thing's
This
expensive.
thing's monthly, okay?
I wonder how much they cost though.
It's got to be a couple $100 a month.
We gotta Google it.
Worth it. In my opinion. But yeah, so oh yeah, it's like a traditional Asian karaoke bar. So the karaoke. it's got a lot of Asian songs on it and
Like what?
writing.
Like Psy, just straight Psy.
Straight Psy.
Gangnam Style,
That's
Gangnam
it.
Style.
Yeah, you have to
Live
scroll through a
Gangnam
lot of
Style,
Psy. But yeah, I don't know. So you have to click on English and then type in whatever song or artist that you're thinking of, and they don't have everything, so you kind of have to be creative with what you're gonna play if nobody's requesting what they want to sing, which is usually like "Shallow" by Lady Gaga, or yeah,
Always
like
Shallow.
Lady Gaga and
Wait,
Bradley Cooper.
Are they like Asian covers? Is it all Asian covers?
Not all of them. A
Okay.
lot of them are like
Just 95% of them.
Semi-Charmed Life Asian cover.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably a
so-
good cover.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm already a fan. I'm coming.
It's just
So-
a girl. Whatever.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
So is it? So when I think of those like Asian karaoke places, they're like private rooms,
Yeah.
but this isn't.
This
is
is
just a big bar.
we have rooms. There's I think maybe like 16 of them or something total.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a
16
lot.
karaoke
They're
rooms?
like
Lot of-
there's 16 karaoke rooms and
Okay.
they're like they're
Don't get eliminated.
small small to large. But then there's a whole
MXC.
MXC.
I've never seen that.
Oh, that was the best fucking show.
What is
It
it?
was like the Asian Wipeout.
Oh
It
shit.
was on Spike
oh,
TV.
yeah.
But they
I
like
actually
dubbed
remember
over it.
Yeah,
And
it was
then-
like a kung fu movie, but
Yeah.
like, so like obviously they'd be like, and then like they'd be like, oh, there would just be white dudes over these Chinese dudes as Wipeout was going on.
It was
Right,
awesome.
you are, Ken. That's what the dude always said. Ah, stupid. I'm sorry.
that.
No, we interrupt the shit out of people.
No,
That's
no, no.
what we
Please do.
About the stupidest stuff too.
Yeah.
Cause
When you guys were telling the story, I was gonna say this then, but I was like, it's just gonna be more interruptions. But when you guys were telling the story about the start of BangPop and the stuff that we were pulling apart to ask more questions of had nothing to do with the start of their money.
I get distracted so easily too. So
It's
if
a
you guys were
challenge.
like,
Stay
like
with us.
moving around, I was like,
I asked 2 questions about your fucking sewing class. Like,
Yeah.
what does that have to do with BangPop?
Nothing. Nothing.
it has to do with things.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
It fucking counts.
Things. It has to do with things. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So the part that I'm at is just like a bar with like seats and a dance floor, and then I'm in the back like punching things in, like songs that people want to hear. Or if nobody
just
requests
Googling
anything,
it.
then I'm Googling. I wish I could connect my Spotify or whatever, but I can't. So I'm just like trying to use my situation, whatever. But yeah, that's
So,
how
but you're in like the main area, like where if we were to come,
if you were to
we
come,
would walk in to
it's the
where
music
you're
for
at.
the whole bar. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm pretty important there. No,
So,
No big deal.
yeah.
so are you playing? Is it always karaoke?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what if somebody doesn't? What if no one is up next?
Yeah, if nobody wants to sing, then I just play whatever I want, and then like hopefully people are like
I feel
honestly,
like that's the DJ.
that's
part.
the best part. Like I love that. Like
Fuck yeah.
I see the people who go in. And I'll be playing like whatever at first, but then when they come in and I can see their heads start to bob,
You get
or
to,
like
scan the
I
room.
can see their mouth start to move, and I'm like, they like this kind of music. So I'll like try to like venture out and see what they like, and eventually I feel like
And
people
you're
are
like,
just
"Oop,
like,
not that.
Yeah,
Do you ever
like-
play something and they hate it and you have to like
no, like it hasn't happened yet.
No, I'm the best ever.
No, like what are you talking about?
I don't even know what that would look like.
But other people,
What would that even look like?
other people request stuff, and but I try.
And you got to let everyone know. You're like, this was a request,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
because
definitely.
We got a request.
This
No
was a
scrubs
I
from
would
this
never,
guy.
I would never play this song. So
Yeah.
You
So-
should have an announcement.
never play
like,
that.
I wish I had like my own microphone so I could be
you
like,
should get a microphone.
Yeah,
I'm like all
especially-
about like you should just put requests in.
yeah.
to
Alex
this
is like,
fucking
get
dude.
your own lights, get your own
Yeah,
whatever. I'm
like,
like,
do it up.
yes.
and
But-
does she
Yeah.
work there? Is that why she asked you guys to?
Yeah, she's a bartender, Kate,
Okay.
who asked us. But yeah. So I don't know. I kind of just do my best and try to see. Yeah, I try to see what like the people would be
You
into.
go.
You go. Do your best. So
But like the songs that aren't requests that you play, are they the karaoke versions? Like, is there no words?
no.
The Kids Bop version.
There's there's an option to have the vocals on it or not. Sometimes the vocals are not the original artist. Sometimes they are. So it kind of just depends, and you have to, with experience, figure out what is going to work. Like
And you're like, sorry guys, I thought this was going to be Alanis Morissette instead.
right, like sometimes people are like,
it's
this
some-
doesn't
You
sound
should
like
be
my
some-
artist.
You should
some
be able
man.
to say that. I feel
Right.
like
I do say that. Like people are like,
just yell it.
you gotta like.
honestly,
sorry,
people
guys.
always request. They're like, "Can I play Bitch Better Have My Money" by Rihanna? And I'm like, I gotta let you know, it's the live version, but people are in here, so it's gonna be fine. Like people are gonna blow up with it because people like to sing that. But if there's no one in
Okay.
there and they want to sing "Bitch Better Have My Money,"
Terrible.
then I'm like, I'm just letting you know it's the live version, so you have to like
How bad
be
is it?
present. It's not bad because I'll be behind my booth and I'm like, "Bitch better have," like
Oh,
I
so
like
you're
I try to
singing
hype
too.
people up to not be. Make
Oh, so
them
you
feel
definitely
weird.
need a microphone then.
I do, but I don't have one. So,
So we went to Orlando a couple years ago, and they have.
I already hate it.
I don't know if you guys ever been there, but they have like the City Walk, where like there's a bunch of bars
Yeah.
and like restaurants and stuff like that. And one of the places was, I don't know if it's still there or not, because they pump them bitches in and out.
Keep it
But it's
fresh.
like a karaoke. It's like I don't know what they're called, like an opera house type thing where there's like tables and stuff, and then there's like a second floor like seating, but it's karaoke. And you sign up and you go on there and there's a full band behind you.
Wow.
that's
So it's
cool.
it's awesome because it's a full band and it's live and stuff. And generally, a lot of the people that we saw, at least, had an amazing voice because they're coming from all over. Orlando draws tourists from all over the place.
Yeah.
So this guy from Missouri comes up and he's got fucking pipes and he's ready to
Not
sing.
from Missouri, bro.
And
Ain't nobody in Missouri that can sing.
so a couple of those people go, and then the people who can't sing like me aren't going to sign up because they're like, all right, What the fuck? I'm gonna get booed because
Right.
people are here to
Do
see
people
a show.
boo
No,
people?
nobody boos. They're respectful and shit. You know,
They just like go to get their drink.
you're ruining a
They
classic.
head to the bar.
Boo.
Wait, so are people like sitting in seats? Did
No,
I
there-
catch
there's
that
yeah,
right?
it's like there's tables, there's seats,
Okay,
there's
okay.
individual seats, there's tables, and
Get ready to
Um,
perform.
right. But there's backup singers, and like the guy that has like the lead guitar also has a microphone. So if you go up there and you're a good singer, they won't say a word. They'll just sit back and they'll play their music. If you're not a good singer, they're right there to support and like hype
That's
people
so-
up.
That's
and I'm
cool.
like,
Yeah.
No, that's
such
bullshit.
I was like, no, it's such a good idea because if you're terrible, everyone's gonna lose interest.
Right.
And if there's a couple bad people in a row, people are gonna be like, why don't we go to the bar next door?
Right,
Yeah.
you leave. Yeah,
But
I hate karaoke.
if there were all awesome singers, or at
Karaoke
least
does suck. Let's be honest.
at least the bad
hit or
singers
miss.
were hyped up, you might stay for a couple
Yeah,
more
I like
drinks.
that.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they have people, and that's what you could do. You bring your own microphone and
That
just
is a
hype
fucking
people
good
up.
idea. Yeah,
That's what I want to do. And
well,
like,
then do it.
I should. I have a
Here, take
list
this
of
mic.
requests.
Take this mic.
Yeah, I have a list of requests to make things flow smoothly.
All right, you need to give it in. What
I
day
will.
is it?
And
Tuesday.
they're like, why are you putting in requests?
like,
You've been
yeah.
working here for a couple weeks.
You're not the one who's
Literally.
supposed to give in requests. They are for their songs.
Just
Stay in your
try
place.
it. Just try. it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, worst they can say is no.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm not scared of that.
That's all.
So you just work weekends or work during the?
Yeah.
do they
I-
have it open during the week?
They do. I've been working Fridays and Saturdays for like almost 2 months, but now I'm starting bartending.
Oh shit!
No, dude, you're working for the man again. What the fuck is up with you?
No, fuck that. So
Actually, I fucking quit. I'm out of here.
well, they're trying to start me Thursdays and Sundays, so I'm trying to see what days
We're not having it though. We talk about every day.
yeah, honestly, I'm just trying to make enough money to quit that job, but if we're being real here, but yeah,
4
so
days in a row. No.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they want me, so I'm trying to see when I want to be there and give my time.
Do they have a DJ when you're not there?
They like call people in. If not, then the
Really?
people, yeah, then
What, like all week?
I don't know about all week, but like on the weekends at least.
Oh.
But like when I'm not there, otherwise, like sometimes if I come in, people are just up at the
Nina was off one time and they texted me to do it.
yeah, like
Did I tell you that?
And
You
were
did
like,
tell me.
You were like, sorry, wrong number.
I literally said,
Oh.
no,
Alex didn't
absolutely
answer.
not. I cannot do that.
Good joke, guys.
yeah.
Is there anything better than being at like a house party? That's all I care about now. I don't care. I mean, it's been a while. Like, I don't care about going out anywhere. I mean, we have fun. We go out some couple places, but like, could
Nothing
care less.
beats a
Like
house
going out
party.
with people. Everybody, we've met people. Like I've met you guys, so this is awesome. Like, we meet people.
I've met you guys. Here you
I'm
are.
saying like
Sure.
met people through the podcast, but like usually like I'm all set on like. I don't need to meet any new people. There's some people who are like, I want to go out and I want to meet new people and like
My
this is
friend
cool,
limit
like,
is hit.
like travel and meet new people. And then also I'm like, no, I'm all set. Like I have who I want and what I need. I text my group of like 10. You know, I'm
That's
all
it.
good. House party. This
I feel like a lot of
and-
people are like that.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying like it's good. Like I'll go to a party and there's people I know and I say what's up. You know, I make jokes, whatever, make fun of their shoes because usually they're terrible.
As it happened, you'll have that.
I would be a good roaster, so that's what I would do. But like, it's nice meeting new people. I met a bunch of new people. You guys are lovely, awesome. I love your style. But what I'm saying is like,
Thanks.
house parties is where I'm at, and that's like more fun and control for
I
me.
love a good house party.
Like that's
Flip
what I like to
up.
do
I
because
hate
like
the
you can
bar.
have fun and like there's no bullshit. You're not coming here unless I want you here. And if you're somebody's random friend that brought, I don't like you. And I'm not talking about my house, but whatever. But like everyone, we would look around like, does anybody know who this fucking guy is? Who's this fucking guy?
Who do you
Because I'm
know
a
here?
double leg. I'm out back.
I'm gonna ankle pick his ass and throw him in the pool. Yeah, it's below 20. But I'm saying,
I'll
What
go
I was-
in with him. It's okay.
what I was getting at, this all had something to do with DJ. Is there anything better when you're like, let me get that aux cord? That's old school. I'm sorry. Show my age, but I'm saying like when you put on a song and you start looking, you're just like, I got the next couple songs, guys, and you start,
You play it and everyone's like,
and then like when shit starts failing, you're like, fucking go to the college dropout, Kanye. Here we go.
that is Nina's favorite thing. She
It
loves
really is.
controlling the music.
me
I'll set up
too.
a queue all day. Okay, you too. Yes, that's amazing. I love that. But for those
Playlist
of you,
power.
Playlist power. For
I
those of
love
you listening,
controlling the
we
playlist.
fist bumped.
Well, Rye was the reason. One of the reasons I asked. Well, one of the reasons there was nobody else I would have fucking asked to start a podcast with anyway. But one of the reasons I wanted to start it is because I knew Rye would know how to do it because he was a DJ.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Crazy.
fuck it, he knows how to use a computer and audio and shit. So he
Which,
did
by the
it.
way, all this stuff. I mean, it's not. This doesn't really look like a DJ mixer, but all this stuff I had to learn. You don't learn this in DJ school.
He's a smart
like
guy.
nothing.
Okay,
There is no
What can he
podcast.
say?
he's a smart
There's
guy.
No
He got me
audio
through high
editing.
school. He's a smart guy.
Where would you be without me? Let me tell you,
That's still in 8th grade, 9th grade.
Mr. Matt's
Literally, the teacher went up to Ryan and was like, "Just make sure he passes." Ryan would get done a test, and I'd be sitting there like, and he'd hand me the paper, I'm like, and I still got a C minus.
Well, because he knew you were doing that. There was all of our friends sitting in the same corner.
What a
and he moved-
disaster!
he moved-
having all of us in the same class.
He moved everyone away except for us.
Nuh-uh.
He was like, "You guys can stay because if I move Ryan away, Ev's gonna fail."
Great guy.
And you
I
can't have
wonder,
people
you
fail.
know what? I do think about that a lot too. Like, I never had social media until we started this podcast. And then I was on social media, didn't know shit. Chelsea was laughing at me. She's like, what are you liking? Like, you just started, like, doing shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But obviously you figure it out. But, like, I look at a bunch of stories and, like, I see people that I haven't seen in a while and they're doing all this shit. I'm just like, oh, man. Like I always say that, like, there's no, like, corner bars. Obviously in Philly and the whole area. You say Philly, but obviously there's so many different things. Fishtown, Bridesburg, all this shit. I actually love Bridesburg. Bridesburg is, like, dope. It's, like, a cool little place to live. Whatever.
Shout out Bridesburg.
Yeah, whatever.
You guys obviously don't agree.
Yeah.
No. Bridesburg's cool.
I don't agree.
That means
It's a nice little area.
means nothing. But I'm saying, like, there's bars everywhere, and we don't have that many bars over here. That's probably one of the reasons I like more like house party type thing. But like, what was I saying? Rye, help me out here. What was I
You
saying?
were talking about social media.
Yeah.
and-
Oh, I haven't seen
Philly.
people. Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. So like, you see, I still don't know what I'm talking about.
You didn't have it before.
Corner bars.
Man, I lost.
Corner
I
bars,
can't
yeah,
believe I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like in the middle and just lost my
You like
thought.
a good house party.
Social media is to corner bars.
Maybe I was just saying. I just wish we had corner bars to hang out with people. I don't know.
That's cool.
That's a good
That's a good
statement,
statement.
anywhere.
I don't know. I lost it.
We like
I
it.
lost it.
We could open up one, but
I would love to own a bar.
but
It would be a disaster, but
yeah,
But
they have too
fulfilling.
many. They have too many rules.
I
on,
seen
like,
John.
the-
I just pictured John
liquor.
Taft kicking open the door. Shut it down.
They have too many rules on like liquor licenses and stuff here.
Yeah, they do. They're like $3 million.
Otherwise, we could definitely open one, except for like how much it costs and
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Yeah, so
I had something
besides
to say. I
that,
fucked
though,
that up.
There's
I'm
got to
sorry.
be like government programs to open up a bar, though, right? You would think.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. They're like, here, let
If
me
you make
give you
something
some money.
BYOB.
Let me give you some taxpayer money to open up a bar. That's probably a thing.
keep us young.
I lost it. I
And
lost my
old.
train of thought.
It's all right. It was stupid anyway.
We could get in the top 5
Yeah.
if you want to.
That's what I was
You guys don't
thinking.
have any questions for us, do you?
Oh. Nah.
Nah.
Good.
We're all set.
Good.
All right,
'Cause
let's
I
do
wasn't
top
going to
5.
answer any. Let's do top 5. Top 5.
You guys came out of your shell. You came in all shelly. Now you're out of your shell.
We became from snail to slug.
His face.
Wait,
I like that.
We did.
We did though.
We did
That's
it.
nice. You were a
Are snails and
caterpillar.
slugs the same
now you're a
thing?
butterfly.
No, they're not.
No, they are.
Oh, all right, they are.
Wait, no, they're not.
I have no idea. I'm not an expert, but maybe Alex.
Our
is.
top 5
no,
tonight.
we'll Google it later. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
alright.
Our top 5 tonight. You guys were pain in the ass when it came to the top 5 today. So couldn't you have good one? You had good ones.
right?
You did have
Oh,
good
you
ones.
think?
And you hated them.
Yeah, you shot them down like
You said
somebody
haha.
did Bambi's mom. As
Shout
they
out to
say.
Bambi's mom.
Shout out to
R.I.P.
Baby's mom.
R.I.P.
I had
Pour one
venison
out.
for dinner.
Oh.
Good, but I had one in my mind already. So
You
it was
did.
top 5. It was top
Respectful.
5 bands, and that's what we're going with. Top 5 rock. Now here's where the conundrum. I got another good
Ooh,
word.
conundrum.
Conundrum came in. So you're like, the world's so old. How many rock songs were ever made? We don't know what to do.
You didn't say the world's so old, did you?
No.
Okay, that could
No,
be
no,
somebody
metaphorically,
You're like, we
she
need
did
to
that.
He knew what I
we
was
need to do
thinking.
genres.
Metaphorically.
I said, all right.
Let's break it
Because
down.
you said we'll compromise. I was like, okay. 90s on. Because from 90s back, you'll be more like classic rock. Even though 90s is kind of classic rock now, but it's not. 90s is not classic rock. It's its own alternative
its
type
own
thing.
thing, yeah.
It
But
lives within us.
for sure. So 90s on would be something different. Because realistically, we've talked about this before. Music's only been good from like 60s to like. There's not even 100 years of good music yet.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck that other
Because
music.
like, you know what I mean. The 50s have Elvis and shit, which I like, but like, let's be honest, it's okay. It's not really that good. You know
We'll
what I mean?
listen
Like, I
to it.
appreciate
Makes us
Elvis. He's
feel
tattooed on my arm. He's a stud.
nostalgic.
You know what I mean? But like, the music's not that good.
Well,
and then if you go before that, you might as well just fucking cut your head off because it's like it's like that little speaker and just dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's just dumb shit.
I wonder if that's going to happen in another 50 years. They're going to be like, there wasn't good music until the 2000s.
Well,
There'll
this
be
is
like
what
no voices.
No
It'll be all
voices, yeah.
beats.
Ooh.
But that's a good point because I was thinking
People are like, why are they singing over this awesome beat? What the fuck are they doing?
Everybody shut up.
Yeah.
Classic rock is like the 60s, 70s, even 80s, and now like you'll listen to like the local radio station. You have to assume that people aren't listening just from local. Local is MGK. We have some Florida listeners, and so like you'll hear like Pearl Jam and shit on them. And you're just like, dude, Guns N' Roses. You're just like, is that classic? But I guess classic rock is 25 years and on, but like it has to stop somewhere. Like classic rock has to be its own genre because if you start going into other shit, like everything's gonna be classic rock. Like,
Right, it's confusing.
My Chemical Romance should never be classic rock. Like it's not
Ever.
ever.
But it's like its own thing. Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like it has to.
But
stop
they'll just
somewhere.
alter the stations to
Right,
go with
but
it.
we
Like-
are going to be
like-
a part of 100 years of music because we're gonna. Hopefully, we live to 2060-ish. You know what I mean?
Right.
We should. Right?
Okay.
So, like, we can know what, like, Jimi Hendrix, we'll hear Jimi Hendrix and, like, Simon and Garfunkel.
But
and,
will
like,
they be
Led
playing that?
Zeppelin.
Because there was an oldie station around here, 98.1 WOGL.
Yeah.
They played Motown.
That's still a thing.
They don't play Motown anymore.
No?
They slid up a decade. So
Oh.
you have to have your audience in mind where, like, our parents will listen to Motown, but, like, as they stop listening to it or as they start to die, they have to move up
It's
a
our
decade. You know what I mean?
responsibility, though, to share music with our kids.
True.
Just like our parents did to us. Like, if you had cool parents, they played good music. Like, my dad had great taste. My mom's, like, kind of 80s hair metal. So, I mean,
Same.
it's cool, but, like, Mom, calm down. You know what I
We'll
mean?
keep it in
yeah,
mind,
Mom,
but-
I like Def Leppard and all, but, like, let's fucking chill. But, like, my dad has great taste. And he's, like, more open. My mom was, like, fucking metal. Like, she's into it. So you're just like, all right, chill. But, like, it's my responsibility to show my kids. But, like, it's going to be funny, too, because, like, for example, like, my dad has no hip-hop in his life. That's just his age. I have hip-hop in my life.
Right.
So is my daughter just going to be, like, 3 years old, and I'm going to have Eminem fucking, you don't want to fuck with Shady.
Yes.
Because
She's
Shady.
gonna have new music that you've never fucking heard
Of course.
True.
I know so much more about
And
music
you're
than my dad ever
and you're gonna
did.
be like, this stupid fucking music, just like our parents are.
We
with.
do that already because like the new hip hop is way worse. Like new rock will be fine. Like my dad could get into alternative more than he could get it. Like than we can get into new hip hop. Like I love 90s hip hop and even early 2000s be like that. But the new hip hop and you don't want to sound like that old person. We're just like this is bullshit. But like it's fucking bullshit.
Right, we have that.
way
We have that
different.
talk all the time. Like, is it because we're getting older, or is it just shittier?
Right.
I don't
It's
know
gotta
the
be
answer.
shittier.
What is new hip hop?
Like
Like
the
the
kids,
mumble
Uzi
rap
Vert.
Here's the
and
thing,
the,
I
yeah,
do like
exactly.
Post Malone,
Like
but
what?
like there's a lot of mumble rap and like idiots with tattoos on their face for no fucking reason. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, I won't even say like a Travis Scott because like at least he's putting out shit. It's not my style, but at least he's doing it. But there's some people who are just complete garbage, and you're just like, what are you fucking up to? Like, what are you doing, little Xan? Little
I feel like
this,
it's all
little
about
dick,
the beats.
little
Like with them, they don't. It doesn't
It
even
is,
really
it's
matter
not
what they're
lyric.
saying. It's just
Yeah.
like
Right.
bank account, 21 Savage. One. Two,
Oh,
like,
he's
who cares?
trash.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
absolute trash, and I
Like,
would
that
love somebody
song's
to
good,
defend
but-
him and tell me that he's good, because you're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong.
We don't know
I
what you're
get it,
saying.
and you're
Right,
fucking
but
wrong.
that's what I'm saying. Is it because we're getting older?
Okay, here's the thing. I can compare
is it just shittier?
some new rock to. You're not gonna say like Led Zeppelin. Everyone's like, "Oh, Led Zeppelin's the best. Rolling Stones are the best. Beatles are the best." That's fine, but like I can still compare like.
But I
newer-
hate that too. Because the same
I hate
argument.
the Beatles.
The same
I
argument.
hate the Beatles.
Well,
I don't
I'm
give a
saying
fuck, and
outside
I'll
the
say it
Beatles.
on air.
The fact that some people have
me.
these, whatever it is that they put on a pedestal, because they do the same thing in sports. Michael Jordan's the best ever. Michael Jordan was very good. Don't get me wrong. Maybe the best ever. I don't want to get into that
probably.
argument.
Yeah, probably
but
is.
but eventually somebody's gonna come along that's better, and it's the same in music. Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones.
Or
Who's
different.
better than them? How is it that never anyone came out with anything better? How is that possible?
Right.
Somebody has to be. You just put them up on pedestals
Yeah.
higher and
Well,
higher and higher.
The
higher.
good thing about music is, I know you guys haven't said a fucking word in 10 minutes.
We're
Just
ranting.
Hold on.
We're ranting
Just
right now.
hold
No,
on.
we're into
Okay,
it. We're into
Just
it.
hold on. But here's the thing. Music is all subjective. Sports and shit like that, there's stats that can back up.
But it's
I'm
still
not saying that. I'm
subjective.
just talking.
Yeah, there's-
but I'm
it's
just saying, like,
on one
Jordan's
level.
better. He has 6 rings. Yeah, he's the best. Tom Brady's the best and shit. But music, people kind of just bandwagon and shit. Like, oh, well, the Beatles are the best. Do you really like the Beatles, or are you just saying they're the best because you heard they're the best? Because me personally, I think they fucking stink. And they came out the same time as the Rolling Stones. It's not even comparable. The Rolling Stones are way better to me than them. What was I saying? I was saying that it's easier to
Who fucking knows?
compare old rock and newer rock. Like, I don't know.
thoughts.
Just come up with somebody like Alice in Chains. I love Alice in Chains. They're a banging 90s band. But then, like, you can still kind of be like, let me just say someone 2000s who isn't any, not saying that they're any better, but you can compare them.
Another 90s band?
Another 90s band. I don't know. So, but you can compare them closer than, like, you're not going to say 21 Savage is close to Nas. Ain't happening.
Right, and that's you still have to keep it into the local genres. Even though the rock genre is huge, you have to kind of break it down in the same way that you break down sports decades. You can't say that LeBron James is better
Right,
than
different athletes.
better than Will Chamberlain, who played 50 years ago. Like,
Against all white
you
guys
have
in
to-
low top Converse.
You
It's
have
not
to
the
group
same.
them together and then say, all right, who's good out of this group? All right, who's good out of this
Right,
group?
that is important.
And that's what we're trying to do with the 90s to today.
And then they all battle
That-
to the
that-
death.
That
But I feel like the 90s to today is huge.
it is.
Yeah, that's true.
It
The 90s is
definitely
the best decade that's ever lived in music. Don't care. I said it.
Right. Like,
I
I
agree with
I
that.
love
You're
90s
not going out on a
music.
limb there. I'm sure a lot of people
No,
would
because
agree
you
with
talk to, like, especially, like, our
Hot take.
parents are in, like, that era to go, oh, 80s was the best. I'm like, well, you're wrong. Because Boy George smokes crack and sucks dick. So, no, you're wrong.
at the same time.
Not saying
gotta
I'm
count.
not down for a good time, but I'm just saying don't compare them.
Nothing against Boy George.
Yeah, no. Oh, shit, it's Boy George. Bitch got dick holes in her underwear.
She wears underwear with dick holes in them.
Hey, guys, why don't we just start the top 5, huh?
You start.
Yeah,
Top-
that was
No,
a really
no,
long
no,
rant
no,
for
no,
no reason.
No, that's not how it works. Top 5. So what we did was top 5 rock bands, which rock, you guys were super confused again. Rock is this, a genre, it could be alternative, it could be any type of rock. How many different types of rock is there? Why were you guys so confused?
I don't know. There's
Every band I thought of, I had to, like, I Googled it and made sure it just said rock band.
we're very particular.
Yeah.
It's the details.
So who
yeah, but like, what? I'm confused.
who didn't you put in that you were because they
Like,
weren't?
anything, like slightly pop or, like, emo, I didn't use. Like, it had to be rock. Like, I was saying to Nina, like, my first thoughts of, like, rock in that era would be, like, Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, like, just rock, like, flat rock. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, but if you ask them, do you think they would consider themselves just flat rock?
I don't know. I don't know. I just asked Google. I didn't ask them.
Yeah. Google, I guess, is that.
Google said no.
Like if you were
Google
asking Chili Peppers, you're like, oh,
is very
what kind
specific.
of music are you? Would they be like, oh, we're just rock? You think they would just say that?
They totally wouldn't.
No, they would.
they
so
would.
so you were talking about those as not being rock.
Who? Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters and
No,
Red
no.
Hot
I
Chili
feel like
Yeah.
they are rock.
Oh. So
Um,
who was there anybody that you wanted to put on your
Well,
list?
did you
and then
redo
you were like,
your list?
I didn't redo the list.
but was there any way that you wanted to put on your list and then you Googled them and it didn't say rock, so you didn't include them?
Yes.
Like who?
Like a couple bands I Googled and it said pop, like pop band. Like I Googled Bleachers. Like Bleachers
Yeah, I
is
was
one of my
thinking
favorite
Bleachers
bands.
too.
And it said pop. And what else?
They're on 104.5.
Something
Definitely.
else.
All right, one of
A
our five
couple
bands.
said pop music. And I was like, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
But it's not rock, so I can't put it on the list.
Elements of them, I guess, are rock, but we're gonna go with Google here and say no.
You guys believe everything you read, huh?
I guess so.
Everything.
All right, let's start this. Number 5, top 5 favorite rock bands, whatever the fuck that means to you, Nina.
Oh, you're starting with me.
Yeah, of course. I got to take the
damn
best
it.
from everybody, and then I have the best list.
So number 5.
Yep.
Number 5. Did you put yours in order?
Yeah,
No,
She didn't put
no,
hers in
mine's,
order.
mine's not in order.
She
No.
didn't know either.
Okay, so I'm just so confused on when you say top 5. Like,
Well, I can't
why would
order
you
them.
not put it in order?
Our
I just don't
brains
get it. Like
don't
5 to
work
1,
like
5
normal.
being your least favorite,
It doesn't
1
work
being your
like that.
absolute favorite.
It's way too hard.
I can't.
All right, so you want me to say
Do
what I-
whatever you want.
honestly, what I have
Just
for
do whatever the fuck
It's your
you
guys'
want.
show.
what I have for number 5, I have 2 bands.
You have 2 bands for okay.
I have Weezer and Blink-182 tied for 5.
Now, why? Why would you have 2 mixed for 5?
I couldn't pick which one. Well,
And I have 2 for 4 and 2 for 3.
It's not even like they share the
Okay,
same
so
bandmate. It wouldn't be like
It's
Nirvana
honestly
and
a
Foo
top
Fighters.
10.
Where you're,
No,
whatever.
yeah,
Just whatever I want to do.
all right, so Weezer's super fun. Are you asking why? Am I just going
Absolutely,
for
yeah.
it?
Explain
Weezer's
for
another
sure.
one. Like I think, like from that era.
If you're
rock,
saying Weezer's not rock, I'm gonna.
No,
bust.
Weezer is rock. Like it's just rock.
Yeah.
It's not like
Weezer's
pop
like,
punk. It's not like
Weezer's
alternative
totally-
rock.
yeah.
It's just rock.
Weezer, we saw live at Firefly. Just gonna reminisce for a second. It was amazing. So yeah, really like Weezer and their songs. They're very fun. I will just and their songs, but them as people, but especially their songs. Yeah, great. Blink-182, grew up with them, obviously, and I
can't
really.
believe she has 2 5s right now.
I know. I'm really
letting
sorry.
this-
I'm really sorry.
We're just letting this
I'm fucking
slide.
this up.
I got 2 5s.
letting it go.
And you're gonna love this. I got 2 4s, 2 3s, 2 2s, and 1.
We make
1-1.
Yeah. Just
no
one more.
9
Narrowed
to
down to
5. But yeah. So also Blink, grew up with them. Whatever. I am more inclined to like their old stuff rather than their new stuff. So that's why
Before
I was like,
Tom
oh,
DeLonge
fucking
started chasing aliens.
well, although I do like the newer stuff from Tom, but whatever. We're
Angels
just gonna
and
hear that.
Airwaves?
Angels
That's
and
on my
Airwaves.
top
Not a
5.
fan.
Angels
you-
and Airwaves rules.
Have you guys seen all of your top 5 bands
No.
live?
No.
Most of them? Some of them? None of them?
I
I've seen
haven't.
3.
I haven't seen.
I've seen 3 of mine too.
2 of
And I
them.
had tickets to the 4th.
Actually, never
but
mind.
that's
I've seen
all.
4.
I haven't seen 2.
I've
out
seen
of 5.
4.
I've seen 4 of them.
So a good chunk of them.
Yeah, good
Wait.
chunk.
Can I say mine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
yeah,
you're up.
it's
Number
up.
5.
You're up.
It's Angels and Airwaves.
Ooh, yeah,
That's actually it. Shouldn't be number 5, but I fucking love them a lot.
they're great.
It should be higher than 5.
It's probably like on this list.
Like 3.
Do you guys want to
2.
keep this a
3.
friendly top 5, or do you guys want to comment on each other's shit?
We can comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
I hate fucking Weezer, and I hate Angels. and
What?
Airwaves.
Why?
I actually-
genre.
I think Weezer couldn't be a more cornier band.
No, no, no,
And
no, no.
Angels and Airwaves has no good hits.
Oh my
Angels
God,
and
I
Airwaves
love
makes you feel like you're
it.
on another planet.
Who's up next?
And Weezer.
I
real
think
fun.
Angels and Airwaves. Like I just think Tom is like so sweet in it.
Okay.
She has a soft
And
spot
that's what I'm
for
saying.
Tom.
That's
I
the
do.
good thing. It's our favorite. That's why we don't do
Right.
like
A collective.
consensus
Yeah.
5. It's our favorite. Now I will give
That's
you the credit. I
comforting.
haven't listened to enough Angels and Airwaves. I've listened to
Okay.
too much Weezer, and they've never been good to me. They
All right, well, Blink
stink.
is part of
Fucking
it.
thing sucks. Weezer couldn't be a cornier band, but Blink-182 obviously is classic.
Up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
But
I'll go
Angel,
with that
I
then.
haven't listened to enough.
They're so good.
But no.
But no.
But you're wrong.
But hey, here's the thing. You're not gonna like my 5
Angels and
probably
Airwaves
either.
plus 44. Blink-182. Whatever.
I just think
Boxcar
it's so
Racer.
cute. Yeah, like I love all those projects.
Yeah. Good.
Whatever.
My number 5 is The Killers.
Oh, good one.
Classic. I mean,
Yeah, they got
Jesus Christ.
they got
Got
48
it on our
songs.
chest for Christ's sakes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Biggest
'cause
fan.
You're scared to look at her boobs?
I mean, they got 845 songs that.
Love the Killers.
Are
I should have
all
put them
awesome.
on my top.
I mean,
I
Mr.
thought about
Brightside
it, but I
probably
didn't
has
wanna
5
disrespect.
billion listens on YouTube. And like 3 different videos of it.
Right.
They're
All of them
so
have 5
good.
billion.
They are.
they're
There's deaf people that know the lyrics to that song.
True.
perfect example of just rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I would think of them. You know.
But that's the thing. Like you say rock, and
They're on my tentative list.
like you say rock, but like they're just whatever. Like they're just.
They're
I know,
themselves.
I know,
Like
but
the-
like technically, like that's like how my brain was working. Like I was like against you, see.
Like technically, I would hear rock and you would just think like a guitar. Like, when you hear Killers,
Well,
it's not that.
It kind of
it's like-
could
it's
be.
like
There's not a
newer.
Killer solo. Is
like when
there?
you think rock, you think like older. Well, I do.
Right.
Okay.
But I was trying to
Immediately
think,
you think classic rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I was trying to think like newer age. That's why my brain went to like Angels and Airwaves and shit like that. But and like Foo Fighters, The Killers.
Killer's
like,
great. I love that.
yeah. Good.
Yeah,
What's your favorite
we
Killer
seen 'em-
song?
Well, we seen them in concert
Remember.
at BB&T
I was there.
at at the birthday party or whatever. Or no, it wasn't just
oh,
just
shit.
them.
Maybe.
I think that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It was.
think I
It
was
was
there
like a
and
bunch
you
of
were there.
bands. Yeah, yeah. I was there and you were there.
And we
whatever.
went in early because we wanted to see somebody that was like one of the first performers. I forget who it was. So we were in there all day, and it was, I don't know, 98 degrees in there. Not the
good
band.
band.
Shout out. Great band. Who's on their top?
But we were underneath we were in seats, and it gets super fucking hot at the BB&T because there's an outdoor section on the lawn, but then there's seats that are covered up, and that area doesn't like vent out when it gets hot. So we were sitting in there for, I don't know, fucking 6-7 hours.
Roasting.
Dying.
And you burn.
You sure burn.
You burn.
There's a roof over me. I'm not burning.
You burn.
I was sweating, though.
Sweating.
And we had been drinking earlier, obviously, and still trying to drink. But when you get that hot, like even the water you're drinking's not helping.
Mm-mm.
So unfortunately, the Killers were last. So like they come out and like everyone starts standing up, and we're like, I was like, I gotta stand up and shit. Like, now obviously you're watching it and you're like, this is an awesome show, but I just want to go home. This sucks. That, like,
Yeah, that's a shame.
I'm not. Yeah, that I'm not in the right headspace for it.
That's why I'm always late to shows.
Yeah,
you gotta
keep it.
Well, that's
keep
what
it
I'm
fresh.
saying. We would have been too if we didn't want to see this one band early on.
Do you
You can't
remember
like
what the
go
band
back
was?
out. I
True.
forget who it was, but you can't go back out and then like come back in.
Shoot
so.
in the line.
No.
What's your favorite Killer song?
Yeah. Same. I mean, same.
You guys have a favorite
I don't
Killer
know.
song?
I like.
Jenny was a friend of mine. Was my favorite. Is
Yeah.
my favorite. That and Shadow Play.
I really like When You Were Young. Obviously, it's a good one. Everyone
Classic.
likes that. Yeah.
Right.
And Human is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. To be honest with you.
Okay. My number 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I am a little embarrassed of my top 5 just because like there might not be like no surprises as in like I can tell we all have such good musical taste. So but none of the names I'm gonna say are gonna be like a curveball as in like, oh, there's this little band that I found that nobody knows. Every band I say is gonna be like pretty popular, but like I just fucking love them. So deal with it. My name's on the logo. So my number 5 is Kings of Leon.
Oh, I almost
we're
said
talking
that.
about
Yeah.
See, rock.
Yup.
Yeah, and I'll jump in with you
Total
because it's my
rock
number
band.
4. So
Yeah. Well, we seen them in
we'll
concerts.
talk about it.
Performance was incredible. They sound exactly like their thing. No personality though.
No.
They had no fucking personality during the concert,
And-
which really hurt.
And to be
kinda
honest with you,
surprising.
He
to be
doesn't
honest
have
with
a
you,
personality even when he sings. Anyway, like not live.
It's very nice to listen to, though.
it
Good voice.
Yeah.
almost knocked them off my top 5.
Really?
Because we seen
The
them live.
performance.
Right, because I
Wow.
was so disappointed in their performance.
That's kind of like brand new. He's just
Brand news on mine.
boring, man.
Well, you know what? What hurts? I love Kings of Leon and I love his voice, but what can hurt him? And I'll put another band that's kind of in the same boat. Is that his voice is so distinctive that like all the songs can sound the same. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So like Stain, like now that he does country, that's good for him.
Does he?
Right,
Aaron
switched
Lewis?
up.
Yeah.
He switched up a
Yeah.
little.
Didn't know that.
But
That's very weird.
he's been doing country for years. But like
Yeah,
Stain,
where you guys been?
Still
But
by
like Stain,
he goes by Stained.
Damn.
no,
No.
Aaron Lewis is his name.
What is it?
Aaron Lewis.
Aaron Lewis. All right, rebrand.
But Stain has like they have a lot of the sound. Like he has such a good voice that it sounds the same a lot. Like a lot of bands you'll see like Foo Fighters, I guess, but they have different like I don't know. They can change their music.
Yeah.
Like DMX as a rapper, all of his songs sound the same because his voice is so distinctive.
Mm-hmm. True.
So like I
Just
feel like
straight
that could hurt
barking.
Kings of Leon, but I love his voice so much that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I
And
agree
like
with that.
I heard them so young, like it's just like a nostalgia. A lot of my bands are just gonna be like all nostalgia
Yeah.
type style. So I heard Kings of Leon when I went to see my brother get tattooed when I was like 12. So like that CD because of Times came out, and I just loved them ever since. So
And they were the main band. I know I've talked about this before, but they were the main band that pulled me into like the alt rock
Oh, really?
yeah?
scene. Yeah, because I was a strictly hip hop
Really?
person. And I liked other rock bands and all that kind of stuff, but like it was a small portion of the music that I listened to.
Right.
Okay.
And Kings of Leon was like, "Yo, there's some more good shit over here if you want to come over." And I was like, "Okay,
I feel
no,
like
I'll
people
check
should
you
give
out."
them more of a listen.
Right.
Yeah, like
I
my
feel
dad
like they're
used
kind
to
of
listen to them.
overlooked.
Yeah, like he used to listen to the CD on repeat, and that's how I heard like a lot of their songs. But otherwise, like, are they on the radio that much? Like, it's used somebody
Like maybe like
Right.
like
Or
one
Sex
song.
on
yeah,
Fire,
like
and
Sex
that's
on
it.
Fire. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
And there's so much better songs. You're
right.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
they definitely are a band that you can listen to like the album straight through.
Yeah,
which
it's,
is
like,
like my
relaxing.
favorite.
I agree.
It's tough to do now with Spotify.
I know.
Like there's just individual songs, or they'll put them on a playlist with a bunch of other artists.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what's this new song by Kings of Leon? And then it's a new CD that had come out 2 years ago, and you didn't even fucking know.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
I know, you have to like make it a point to listen to the album.
Right, you got to pull everything out, and then you're like, all right, let me go to the album and try to listen to the album cover to cover and see what happens. But so number 4.
Oh shit! All right, number 4. Let me pull out.
Oh my goodness! Did you not know you were next?
No. I have the Menzingers for number 4. Not my technical number 4, but like as number 4 on my list. Yeah, they're from Philly-ish area.
What do you mean, not your technical number 4, but number?
I mean, because I didn't do it in order. I just kind of listed.
This is just the next one up.
Yeah. I love them. Me and Alex both do.
It's also my number 4.
Oh no
There
way!
you go.
All right, yeah, cool.
All right, so you can
they're
talk
fucking amazing.
about them together. Why should they be on anyone's top 5?
Never heard of them, I'll be honest.
Really?
No?
I mean, if I heard one of their songs, maybe.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. I think they're fun to listen to.
What's their
Has
name?
a really
They're-
nice voice.
The Menzingers. They're like, that is what you said, right?
Yeah.
All right, because I feel like we might have a few similar ones. But
Oh,
No,
Menzingers.
it's cool.
they're like,
I tried
they're
to
kind of like their
differentiate.
own sound.
Ooh,
My
here we
God.
go.
They're so fun.
I was gonna play it through here so that we could hear it.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of like pop punk feel, but like more.
It feels more.
They're just like more mature.
Yeah.
their
It does
own
feel
thing.
more
Alright.
mature.
I was just trying to hit one of their songs to see if I recognize them. I don't recognize them. They
They're-
sound cool. I'm definitely going to listen to them now that you said that. I love listening.
I
like,
think
hearing,
you'd like them.
Yeah, I love hearing like new suggestions of new music.
It honestly, I don't know how it makes you feel. It makes you feel like they're like kind of surrounding you and just like you're into it.
Isn't that funny? Like describing music. Like,
Yeah.
Like you would say that and you're like, oh, they're surrounding. Like people are like, what the fuck?
Their
is
music
no, but, like,
is
no,
like
you hear
concert
something and,
music,
like
you
you
feel like
sometimes
Like
you
you
hear a
wanna
song,
jump up and down
song
with
and you're just
them.
like, oh shit, like. I'm giving them a piggyback ride now.
Right?
Like he's
Yeah.
singing it in my ear. Like the music's
They're
so
giving me a
fucking
piggyback
weird. Like,
ride and then we
it will-
switch.
yeah, it'll like really make you feel weird ways for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good.
And like all different ways too. Like you can use it to feel better, or you can use it to like fucking cry,
for the-
cry yourself to
Oh
sleep.
yeah, for the
You know
most
what
part, I
Like,
listen to nothing but the depressing music, like on the
just to
reg.
feel it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, sad music is way more. It's the same thing. Like when you're happy, you don't remember. Like you remember like being sad. Or you get a negative comment, and you'll remember that more than 100 people being like, "Oh, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're
Right.
awesome."
Yeah.
And one person be like, "Ugh."
You're fucking
It's like,
ugly.
like, oh my god, what did I do?
Whatever. I don't
Oh,
know.
my
Whatever
eyes.
people say these days.
So the Menzingers, nice,
Yeah. That's
Okay.
That's definitely on my list. They're fucking awesome.
sweet.
And Alex's list too.
No, I mean if you guys agree, then you agree. That's both your number.
Is that why you
fours?
guys are friends?
We agree on a
Because
lot
you
of
guys
stuff.
both
Yeah,
like
we do.
Menzingers.
We love them.
Yeah.
Part
That's
of the
it.
reason.
That's the only reason.
That's actually
It's the only reason. If you ever stop liking the Menzingers, we're not friends
And
anymore.
your
No
number
more
4 was
friendship.
Kings of Leon.
Correct.
So we're
you're
at my
four.
number 4.
Tell us.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's.
Did you not put yours in order too? Is this
No,
your
mine-
first,
no, I'm
is
ready
this your
to-
first top 5
No,
too?
I'm ready to go. My number 4 is Pearl Jam.
Go, Mom.
Now Black is my favorite song ever written. Like Black is like literally my favorite song that's ever been written. I've listened to that song a million times. I love it. I just love Pearl Jam. They have fucking hits after hits,
Yeah,
and
they
I don't know.
do,
They
man.
have, and that's the thing. People are like, oh, they're mainstream, but like, shut the fuck up.
No,
Who cares? They're mainstream for a
amazing.
reason.
There's a reason
Yeah.
they're mainstream because
Yeah.
they're fucking good. Like you can only be so underground. If you're good, you're good. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
That's how I feel about like when you guys were talking about like the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles. Like they're good and they're known to be good for a reason. Like they like took over. They have like a fucking shit ton of albums. Like that's
Which is
why they're
respectable.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't come out with the Rolling Stones. You don't come out with 25 albums or whatever. Mick Jagger's like 82, fucking bitches, having kids, and still touring. You don't accidentally
like-
suck because you're doing that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
They're fucking good.
yeah. So Pearl Jam, we
pretty
seen
good.
Pearl Jam. That would have been cool if we did back-to-back nights. That's when
Well, we should have.
That's when I shotgun puked out of the Uber ride on the highway.
Remember we found out that
You'll have
they didn't they didn't play anything from
They didn't
10,
play.
did they?
No. I wanted to hear
Damn.
Black. They didn't play it. They gave us. Oh, I literally we got.
They
there-
might have played 1 or 2 songs from it,
They
but
got
not
we
like
got there and we're like, I'll be like, fuck it, I'll get the first round of beers. I go to get beers, I'm in line, and all you hear is fucking what did they play? Because a lot of the next songs they played 10 because they sold out Wells Fargo like 10 times straight, so they played the 10 album in order,
front to back.
front
So
to
cool.
back on. We went on a Thursday night. They did it on a Friday.
When was this? Like how long ago?
2 years ago.
Okay, yeah, I
think
remember them
longer than
touring.
that.
Could have been
Yeah,
3.
we
All
almost
right,
went.
3.
I kind of remember.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like
tickets.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm in line and they play fucking Jeremy as I'm sitting there. It's
Nah.
like they do. Oh, I just hear it in the background.
Yeah, they
It's
like started off
Give me
with
my
it.
beer. Hurry up.
I was just like sitting there.
Never
in
mind,
li-
don't want any.
I was sitting there in line. I was just like,
Aww.
But then they didn't play. They might have played like a couple songs from 10, but not like
no,
Black
not like
and
no.
Alive
They were
and
playing
shit like
other.
that.
They did like Better Man and Even Flow, which was Even Flow might have been.
I
the
think
only
they
one
played
of-
Even Flow. I don't think they played Better Man either.
I forget what they played.
They didn't play
I don't
because
know.
we were. Remember, we
Fucking
went to
drunk, dude.
we went to Xfinity afterwards, and we were like pissed off. We're like, "What the fuck? They didn't play blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
We're
How
listening,
did they like?
then
That's
the
kind of
next
crazy.
Yo,
the
Let
next
Better
day, the next day, they were
played the
back
rest?
and they played 10
Yeah,
from
No
back
way.
because
Which is their
because-
first album.
Because
Yeah.
apparently, like when you go, you're supposed to go both days.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Because
Like
they
for
got
the-
enough
for the real
songs
Yeah,
to
because the
play.
dude
Yeah,
told
like,
me, he's
how
like,
do
"Oh,
you
you guys
pick?"
coming back tomorrow night?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh no, you always do back-to-back nights." I was like,
I didn't fucking know that.
Right, they've been making songs for fucking 30
I was like, "Oh
years.
yeah,
so
like,
they
how
got
do they
enough.
fucking
pick?
travel the
Right.
country and suck off Dave Matthews too, dude? Like, what
And
the
they're
fuck?"
like, yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I don't own
Crash
shoes.
Into
It's
Me
all
was
flip-flops,
about
bro.
me.
All flip-flops.
You want to suck off Dave Matthews?
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
Nina. Number
Okay,
3.
Number 3. Okay,
I don't remember.
let's pull it up.
Was it echoing?
I have Soundgarden as number 3.
Nice.
I will say
Impressive.
Chris Cornell in general.
Okay.
But like Soundgarden, I like
More
They're
than
up-
Audio Slave.
more
They're
than
up.
it was hard. I had to pick one, so I picked Soundgarden.
See, I feel like you would put Soundgarden and Audio Slave as 3 and 3
right?
instead
Yeah.
of Weezer,
Weezer
and Blink 182.
it doesn't
There's
make sense.
no connection to
It doesn't
them
make
two, but Audio Slave and
but I'm like,
Soundgarden
you know what? I
would
gotta
kind of
pick
make
one
sense.
for number 3. Yeah, I don't know, but
They're up for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year, aren't they?
They should be for sure.
I don't know.
R.I.P.
I
Chris
saw-
I
Cornell.
hope so.
I think I
Yeah,
saw
R.I.P. Great guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great guy.
that
no,
true?
well,
Sucked
I
him
don't
off
fucking know. Love when he came to tour. But yeah, I really enjoy Soundgarden / Chris Cornell / Audio Slave. Couldn't pick one, so I just went with Soundgarden.
What's your favorite Soundgarden song?
Well, I just found out that Spoon Man was the name of the one song, but my
It
favorite.
doesn't sound like they're saying that.
I know it doesn't sound like that.
Spoon Man.
Wait, what's the song? Fucking.
Go ahead.
It's slow.
Sing it.
What's
Black
the
Hole
one
Sun,
from
I
that?
hate that song. Don't.
Nah, I do like Black Hole Sun,
Mm-hmm.
but come back to me with that one. It's slow. Fucking, I'm looking it up. But go to Alex.
Unsung.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. That was in Road Rash. I love that game.
What is it? It's from a movie. Oh, fuck.
Nina.
I know.
You can
I'm
find it.
holding these up.
It's all right. What's your number 3? Is that what we're on? 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Oh my God.
The Lumineers.
Yo.
I love them so much.
They're so good.
We
They're
saw
great.
them at, where did we see them? The Man? Like it was outside.
Yeah, it was me.
And it was just fucking magical.
They're so folk though. So how did you have
Sunshowers.
them in your rock?
Google says they're rock. I was
I
surprised.
can't believe how much you live and die by Google right now.
This is my first time like taking Google as Bible, but yeah, the Lumineers, love them.
Lumineers are great. They're incredible.
good. They
Great
are.
sound, great voice. All of them play the instruments. They also, what's your favorite Lumineer song?
What's up with you in favorite songs?
Right.
I don't know. It's your
I'm
top
These
5
are-
bands. You
what
don't
it
have a fucking top 5 song?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're your top 5 bands. You love them all.
On the
Oh,
name,
shut
you know
up.
it.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
up. Stubborn Love's my favorite Lumineer
Stubborn
song.
Love is my favorite too.
So good.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep. That's my favorite.
Yeah, but definitely Sleep on the Floor. That song is like what made us want to go to Europe. Actually,
Really?
Yeah, so
Explain that. What happened?
It's like about like packing up your shit and just leaving, and we were like real
Yup.
into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lumineers just sung their way into our hearts and
Yeah.
across the
Did we
pond.
see them when we came back?
Yeah, we did.
When we came back,
Yeah.
wow, that's
And they're not that old. 2011, 12-ish.
Something like
yeah,
that.
Because
Yeah.
Ho Hey was the
definitely.
first song obviously I
Yeah.
heard from them.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Lumineers are awesome. Great call.
They are so good.
yeah.
I'll listen to them forever.
I'm up.
Yep.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Nirvana.
Good one.
Obviously they're like they're like a lot of people's like number 1 90s rock band.
They deserve it.
Grunge.
No, for sure.
Be careful. Don't bash them too hard now. All right, they're your number 3.
Kurt's right there. So
Right.
don't say
He's watching
anything too
over.
crazy.
We lit a
He's
candle
watching
for
over.
him,
He
okay?
looks so sad over there.
It's tattooed
He's
on my
like,
arm. Just
I
be
know what you're
patient.
about to say.
No, I mean obviously they're good. They're still my number 3. They're not my number 1. I don't know if they're your guys' number 1, but
Why are they your number 3? Don't bash the fucking. Don't fucking bash them, damn it.
no, I mean obviously they're still an awesome band. It's great music. It probably would have helped their cause in my on my list if they were to be able to continue making music.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Thanks a
dying
lot.
never helps.
Right,
Yeah.
because some of the people on my
Fuck that
list
one up.
have fucking
Years and
40
years,
awesome songs where Nirvana was cut short a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would love to hear their newer stuff.
Right.
Well,
I think
apparently
get
they were going
influenced
to.
by other bands and stuff like that.
Apparently
too.
they were going to break up anyway, so they were on their way out.
Okay.
Even though,
They would have got back together.
no, probably
At least
they would
for
do
a reunion
I mean,
tour,
Rage
yeah.
Against the Machine's on their way back around too.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance.
My
also.
Chemical,
Yeah.
shout out to My Chemical Romance. But
Way
the
to
lead
go.
singer of REM and Kurt Cobain were like best friends, so they had a project in the work.
That would have been
Dave
cool.
Navarro always had like the Foo Fighters ready to go because
Dave
the
Grohl.
second guitar player of Nirvana that they added on is
Yeah,
the
he
guitar
left.
player.
He left before. Didn't he leave before?
They brought him on, and then he's the guitar player in Foo Fighters. Like they brought him on for like their unplugged shit and stuff
Right.
like that. So like Dave Navarro already had that ready to roll. Foo Fighters. He was already writing his own songs and shit.
Right.
So they were kind of on their way out. I mean, they're too famous, too young, that whole type of thing. So, like I remember,
And everyone
Howard
thinks they can do it on their own.
on
and
Howard
they're-
Stern.
They got other
I
friends.
forget that. I'm not. Don't quote me, but like it was something like, oh, Howard Stern's like, well, you know, blah blah blah, all this shit about Nirvana. He's like, you know, how rich were you? He's like, dude, I was like 24 years old and I already had like $22 million in the bank. So like, even if you're not really in the I say you're not in the money. Obviously, people like money, but like, you're not into flashy shit. He's not out buying cars, but like when you have $22 million, you're free to do whatever you want. I
Right.
mean,
True.
You can
especially
stop
as an-
making music immediately and be
but
fine.
as an artist, you can quit the band and just put out your own shit, fund your own shit.
Right. If
And
nobody
then
likes
your
it, nobody
core
likes it. It's
fans-
cool. Whatever.
Like your core fans can listen to what you want to have.
Right.
Like I'm just making whatever I want to do now. You can build
Right.
your own little studio in your garage and what have you. And
Yeah. You have the money to back up your creative independence.
but yeah, what's your favorite Nirvana song? Why is that such a bad question to ask if we're doing top 5 bands?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's just the fact that that's what I'm saying. These bands are in my top 5 because I like
All
so
of them.
many of
right.
their
That's
songs.
how I
Yeah.
feel. It's
Oh.
hard
Okay.
to pick one.
I like should
doubt.
have thought about this more. Good.
My number 3 is
Who wrote this?
Linkin Park. Now, where
They
do
were,
I
on-
even
they were
start?
going to be on my honorable mentions.
Where do I even start? I mean, Linkin Park is me and Bert's soundtrack of our youth. It's just like everything for me and Bert. It's the first time we kissed each other was the Linkin Park song.
To numb.
Bert's turning red.
Yeah, but I'm
He's
saying
embarrassed.
No, their first CD came out, and it was like such a different type of, like, because I guess in the early 2000s, everybody, well, not everybody, but there was a couple bands that had that like hip hop and heavy metal thing, like Limp Bizkit kind of had it.
Yeah.
Early 2000s was kind of like metal too, like Deftones they weren't rappy, but they had that like real hard. But like Hybrid Theory came out and like, see, that's what I was
If
saying.
you can make a hit CD with a top rapper of the time, you're good.
Oh, dude,
You're
when
fine.
they came out with fucking the Jay-Z and then that CD, but like so they came out with Hybrid Theory and like that was like the first CD that I could like put on song 1 and listen all the way to and not skip it. And that was another thing too that I was trying to say earlier, and this is going to be completely random. Nobody's even going to make sense of it. But like how I was saying, like, it's not going to make sense because I didn't.
Spit it out.
I was just
Go
in
for
a
it.
different
Goddammit.
light, or I was different ages in like Philly to 14. I lived in Philly to 14, but like I'm saying, and then like from 14 on to Jersey, but like the whole melting pot of Philly, where like being in a city, it's more urban. So like I guess you would say like hip hop is kind of like not runs it, but like it's like more of a like urban area. But like if you liked rock, you could still be like mixed in with. I don't know. I was just saying it was more of a melting pot. So like you had more of a taste.
Is that like that in Jersey? Is that what you're saying?
It probably is. I wouldn't know, but like I just feel like more white kids gravitate. Like, all right, I'll say this: more suburban white kids gravitate to like wanting to be black.
Okay.
When you live in Philly, you're in the culture of a melting pot of there's black, there's Spanish. You are
Right.
you're open to more of a variety because you see more types of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Makes
if you say, like, there's racism's in, like, areas where, like, it's not controlled. Know how hard it would be to be racist in, like, the city of course there's racist people in the city of Philly, but you're mingled in with everybody.
Right.
So it's hard to be, because guess what? You work for SEPTA. You work with black people, you work with Spanish people, you work for...
Like,
if you
super
do,
racist.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's more like South shit where you're like, oh, I live in a town of 1,000 and there's only one black guy and he pumps gas. Like, that's that, like, stupid shit.
Right.
Music-wise, like, growing up in this, like, Philly, maybe you're exposed to more shit, but, like, I don't know. Maybe when you're in the suburbs, you're so white that you want to branch out. Like, I have some rhythm in me. Like, you want to branch out to the other side more.
First
But,
off, no, you don't.
Right. I mean, I don't know
off,
if I'm trying.
prove
Am I
it.
making any sense? I don't know if I'm even making any sense. But
I know what you mean.
you
It's
try
all
to
right, you're rambling. We get it.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. You try
We're
to
here.
I don't know.
Keep going.
What's your favorite Linkin Park song?
My favorite Linkin Park song is off their second CD when they did it's Reanimation. So they
Nah, dude, you don't know one.
Yeah, no,
anyway,
it-
number 2.
And we're...
I was gonna say it's in the end remix that they did on Reanimation.
Number 2.
I want to listen to Linkin Park. So
For
bad.
me, God. Okay, so
Second CD,
if anyone could see my
Reanimation.
phone, I have a lot of bands on here, but for the top 5, I put.
She's
Brand-
quickly choosing one. She's
I
like,
know, I know. I was
fuck,
like,
fuck.
Can I bring
Definitely.
Weezer back
I
in the
put
two?
Brand New. I like Brand New a lot.
The
As a-
best. So good. Are you
Is
guys
Brand New
Brand
on yours
fans?
still?
Nah, it's not.
yeah, I really like Brand New. All
I
their
didn't
stuff.
consider them rock.
Really?
They are, but like
See, this
I
is
know,
why I'm
yeah, I know.
embarrassed because
Well, it
you're saying
depends.
shit. I'm like, who the fuck is Brand New?
Well,
you have to know
come
Brand New.
I'm sure I
yeah.
do.
All their music is like so different. Like every single
Is it brand
album
new?
is like,
Huh.
it's like, I don't want to sound stupid, but like it's like art. Like every single album is
is.
just, you can just listen to it and zone out, kind of.
Oh yeah, I know the song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Yeah.
but he's like a boring.
Yeah. I mean, like some controversy came up with
performer.
him, but
Why? What controversy?
just you know.
What? Say it. Who gives a
So-
fuck? It's a podcast.
Yeah, I don't.
Did he rape somebody?
Nah, I don't think he raped anybody, but definitely some sexual stuff. Do you remember, Yo?
Yeah, like he like little. I don't want to say little girls, but like younger girls like sending
Fans.
pictures to him, and she like came out
And said
and
it.
was like,
Yeah.
"What did she say? I sent him a naked picture."
Yeah, like I don't know, some like of that.
I don't
type
know.
of
But
thing,
he's
you
married,
know.
and I follow his wife on Instagram. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they seem to be doing well, so
Yeah,
no
so-
shit to talk. But
Don't you
yeah.
hate when people come out with shit because like you don't know what to believe?
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Like, who knows?
Yeah.
But what I do know, I believe, there's a band me and Bert used to love, Lost Prophets. And I
I
had to
remember
stop
that.
listening to them because I seen a picture of him sucking off a kid. Now,
Oh,
I don't know if I really seen a picture of him sucking off a kid, but I'm just saying he
People
was
say
arrested
that.
and he's doing like 100 years in prison for like molesting kids, which
Damn.
is so weird because he was only like 25.
Wow.
So like, where do you get that? Where does that bug come? You're 20. Like when you picture of a molester, you picture him being like 60 lonely.
Yeah, like,
right,
super
yeah,
old.
like when you're 25.
To be
like,
25 and you're in a rock band, and the Lost Prophets were so good, dude. That one CD, whatever it's called,
the last CD.
I know The Last Train Home's on that. Star Something, I think the CD's called. Dude, there's so many good hits on there, and all of a sudden I found that out. I'm like,
Are we sure it was him? I mean, he's been
well-
convicted, so
convicted. He's been in jail for like fucking 12 years
100
already.
Years.
Damn.
Damn.
So it probably was a picture of him.
Yeah.
It-
Should've
it
thought
had to
about
be.
that before.
Either they
Yeah.
like raided his house and they found it on his computer. I'm not saying I googled a picture of him sucking a kid. I just brought that up. I never seen
It just
any-
showed up on my phone.
I've never
I don't
seen
know
a
why.
picture of any guy sucking off any little kids. I'm just saying.
That's
but
crazy.
Yeah.
But like I heard that and I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, fuck, man, that's such a good CD. But like every time I would listen to one of their songs, I'd be like,
I gotta
Yeah, like
delete it
it
from my
taints
iPod.
I
it.
can't do it.
Gotta
I
delete it
feel
from my
that, I
iPod.
feel that.
What are we
From
on?
the iPod.
Alex is number 3.
Number
Number
three?
two.
Number two.
Number
Oh,
two.
too.
Green Day. How do you guys feel about Green Day?
Great band.
You don't like them?
They got some good songs.
I like Green Day.
They got a couple good hits.
I'll put it this way: they weren't on my honorable mentions.
I have loved Green Day since I was a young girl. Loved them my whole life. Yeah,
She's confessing.
sure.
How many times have you seen them in concert?
Tattoos and
only once.
memories and
That was my first screening. And
Tattoos and Memories?
Tattoos and Memories 8, and I spelled tattoos wrong. But
But you did it on purpose. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Because somebody
Tattoos
actually,
are XOXO.
somebody had tattoos and memories 8 already, so you had to spell it wrong in order to get it.
I actually just didn't know how to spell tattoos. It was Tattoos.
Still, if you sound it out, it sounds the same.
Right. I mean, I was like 10, so
We'll cut
whatever.
it.
But yeah,
Slack.
very first screening. I've only seen them in concert once, pretty recently actually. Need
You like
my
Green Day?
tickets. Thanks.
Yeah, I do. Pit tickets. Yeah, I do like Green Day.
You like Green Day?
Green Day's not bad. Like I said, they weren't in my honorable mentions.
I'm like not really into their new stuff, as gay as that sounds, but I love like their 90s shit, and even like
I mean, the CD Dookie. I mean, obviously.
Good.
Welcome to
Is
Paradise
Dookie.
is a fucking banger.
right. Like their old stuff's definitely my favorite, but even like up, I guess like
True
up
fan.
to American Idiot, like which was probably when their fans started like falling off because no one.
I think that
liked
came out. That was
American
in Madden, like 2002. American Idiot.
I love that album. Like I would walk around with my CD player and not take it off. Like I was obsessed with that album.
And I was listening to Bootylicious by Destiny's Child.
Fuck
We were
yeah.
we were a little
Yeah,
different.
you were.
Yeah, a little bit different. Now 08.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call music.
Yeah, that's the name of the
Yep.
CD.
Yep.
Every
Mine,
Christmas I got it
mine,
because I asked for it.
just an updated one.
Because I asked for it.
I got to stay up on my music. I got to get the new Now.
Give me
Yeah.
the now.
My number 2 is Pearl Jam.
Beautiful.
We talked about it a little bit earlier. But
They're the best.
yeah,
They really are the best.
yeah.
Or the second best, in his opinion.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, we like I said, we talked about it before.
Because
Pearl
they
Jam.
changed their sound. I mean, they can.
and they
You
still
know it's
come out
Pearl
with
Jam,
shit.
but like they have a harder song, they have a softer song. Like
They do it all.
they're the fucking
Yeah.
best.
They
Like
were
when
really
when
good.
did 10 come out? Like 90 fucking
91,
2,
2, 3.
91,
And they still got it.
and they're still putting out. Like when we went to see them in concert, they were like, "This is their CD that came out last year." And we're like, "Oh shit!"
Don't play it.
Didn't even know.
Don't play that CD.
But yeah,
Play
They're
Better
awesome.
Man.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. My number 2 is Nirvana.
Oh, so we just swapped our 3 and 2, huh?
Yeah, I mean Nirvana is like literally, they're the shit. I mean, they really are the shit. They're like, they were probably. I was big into hip hop, like growing up, and like I got a Nirvana CD. And I say it's so weird, like to think that too, because like I have nephews, and I'm just like, for me to be like, oh, I was so big into hip hop, but like I got a Nirvana CD at like 9 or 10. And I really started like liking rock then, but I'm just like, was I really big into hip hop from the age of like
Right.
4 to
6 to
Right.
8.
Don't
You know what I
discredit
mean?
yourself.
I know, but like, I guess it really is. Like, I guess those years are really important in your life because like you really do like imprint a lot of shit into your brain, of like what you like and not like.
Right.
Because like before, like I like Nirvana was like Eminem and like I think 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying was out. Like that was like 2001 and shit. But
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
like-
that definitely didn't come out when you were 8.
yeah, I mean I'm just my years are all much, but I'm saying, but yeah, like Nirvana really got me into like. Because it's not like my parents were big Nirvana or anything like that. My brother and sister hate Nirvana, which is hilarious. So like,
I feel like you either love Nirvana or you hate Nirvana.
right? Well,
agree.
I'm the youngest of 4 too. So like, if they're not listening to it, like it was me.
Yeah,
I
it trickles
created-
down.
Yeah, right. It trickles down. I created my love for Nirvana. It's not.
Yeah.
I didn't like it because my brother liked it. I
Right.
didn't like it because my
Right.
sister liked it. Like
You just
I
like
created the love for Nirvana. I just love them.
Did your friends like it? What made you get the CD? You know?
Just going walking around FYI.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
FYE is the best.
FYE, and you could scan the barcode and like listen to the songs.
Do a
and
couple
like-
of songs.
Like go
forgot
around the
about
store
that.
and
Yeah.
just
Well, I
like
knew
this.
I knew about Kurt Cobain. I was like, oh, what's all the rage about? Like this, you know. No, seriously, really. all
I'm
the-
hearing a lot of it. I'm reading a lot of it in
and
the
then you
papers.
listen, and it's so funny too. And
That
like,
was
it's
Kurt
I
Cobain.
remember what CDs I bought when I bought the first Nirvana CD too. I bought Nirvana. It's funny. I bought Nirvana's Greatest Hits, Nirvana's Nevermind, and I bought The Vines' Whining Days. Great CD. The Vines, great CD.
Killing the game.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, there's. I don't know what to say
Solid.
about Nirvana. I mean, they're the fucking best. I love it.
you can't argue.
Right.
What's my favorite song by them? All Apologies, Unplugged.
Good one.
The whole Unplugged CD is banging, but Breed really gets me fucking pumping.
Okay.
Did you see that meme? It was like unplugged, but you like zoom in on Kurt Cobain's guitar and it's plugged in.
Of course,
Everyone's
yeah.
like, what the?
Yeah,
Whatever,
acoustic,
yeah.
whatever.
But
Give
like,
me a break.
whatever, we'll let him have it. It's plugged in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Number 1?
Nina, you're number 1. I cannot wait to hear this.
I thought we were
'cause
going number
No, I'm gonna
Oh
hate
yeah,
it.
number 1. No, it's Pearl Jam for number 1. I have.
Fuck yeah.
My for one. Yeah.
She's listening to
plays a
Pearl
good
Jam.
Yeah, I know a few songs. One, my dad would murder me if I didn't put Pearl Jam in
Uh-oh.
one. But also, he wouldn't murder me. Actually, nobody.
Good. That's
Yeah.
it's good to know your dad wouldn't kill you.
That's good.
Um,
He does like me as a person. But no, I really love.
But he'd think about
It
murdering
was.
you.
I did.
He'd be like,
I
I
wanted
wish I
to
could
put
murder.
Nirvana in there, and then I was like,
I knew this was gonna turn into like a '90s thing.
it's real. Yeah, it's
because
hard.
'90s is the best. There's nothing better than the 90s.
I like
There's
steered
so much-
away from the '90s because I felt like it should have been its own category.
Well, '90s was like hard. Like '90s, you can be like, okay, let's rock. But like all other stuff.
Okay,
I'm,
let's rock.
yeah. Okay, that's rock. But like other stuff, I'm like, ventures into
rock.
other.
If
like,
we were doing
like,
just
I don't
'90s, I
know,
would throw Alice in Chains in there. I love them.
yeah. Oh yeah, Alice in Chains is great. All right, so if we were doing that, but we weren't. So
We're not. You're right.
yeah. So Pearl Jam, love. I've never seen them live. Hope to do that in the future.
I'd like to see them again for sure.
Yeah, like I've heard.
Well, we
really
got to
good
buy
things.
tickets to both of them. So
Yeah, if I see Black
we know.
Live, I'll probably just melt into a puddle and just someone vacuum me up after.
I'll throw up and cry at the same time.
Is Black your favorite song?
Nah. No, I like elderly woman behind the counter in a small town.
see, I think he
or
played
whatever.
that. I think that was one.
I like that one.
Yeah, they
Yeah, he
played
did
that.
play
That's my
Yeah.
favorite one, I think.
They played like the other ones, like Rearview Mirror, like they're
Yeah.
good songs. Corduroy, like
Yeah,
good
they did- I
songs.
mean,
Corduroy,
yeah.
I love.
They got a lot of good songs.
Yeah, they
so
just didn't play 10, where you're sitting there, it's like,
You're like, when's it coming?
where the fuck's the even flow?
Because I wanted to hear Better Man because that's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
For sure.
favorite.
So,
Number one.
It's my number one.
Alex,
so mine, you probably don't even know them.
don't fucking test me.
They're early November.
Oh, of course we know the early November.
Do you?
Yeah, I know the early November. Are they my number one? Not even fucking close.
Do you?
However, we'll
do you,
respect it.
Do you like them?
No, here's the thing. Now, early November is the type of bands that trickle down for me. You know how I say, like, I created Nirvana for myself because my brother and sister hate it? Me and Bert are definitely into, well, Bert's way more into it now. He still goes and, like, rages with little kids like a fucking weirdo.
Right.
But he's like, dude, I'm going to Electric Factory. Got pit tickets. I'm like, all right, dog.
It's all pit ticket.
But I'm saying, like, that's the type of music that trickled down to me. Like, early November, Story of the Year, like, Taking Back Sun, all that shit. Like, that's what trickled down from my brother. That was his friends and shit. So,
Okay.
yeah, I love all that. Like, the Used,
Yeah,
love all
yeah.
that stuff.
Well, you would categorize them all together.
Yeah, why not? They're kind of together.
Okay.
Is it?
I mean, I'm not going to start cutting fucking with a razor blade, start dissecting each
Well,
different type of shit.
Google them all and see if they
Right,
come
right,
up as
right.
rock
Yeah,
You
yeah.
would
bands.
See
have
what
put
they
early
say.
November with them?
Good idea.
Who would you put early November with then?
They're tough. I feel like they're like weird. Like they're like their own.
Because there's alternative, and then they would have to be like an alternative
They're
to
like
the alternative.
this little like pocket of like who knows. They're like
Yeah.
like kind of like pop punk for like slightly older people.
Yeah, like
Right, so
alternative
pop punk would
punk.
have to be all that. Like
That's
pop
what I'm
punk would have to
Alternative
be
pop punk or something.
like
kind of,
Taking
yeah.
Back Sunday and that type of genre.
Right.
But,
But I
like,
feel like
not
no
even-
one my age knows who their early November is. Like it's a little bit older than me.
Like
And
I
there's-
didn't even know until Alex told me about them, and then I saw them.
I feel like the Menzinger is kind of like that too. Like they're just a
Yeah.
little bit older than me.
What do you
More
think, Bert?
mature.
You have a you don't have to say it on mic, but I'm saying early November has to be in that type of category.
Just give a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
He
says
gave a
yes.
thumbs up.
It
Yeah.
has to be. I mean, what else would they be with?
Right. Right. Nah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, they're my favorite.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
that's your favorite. It's your favorite. I'll listen to Early November way more than Angels and Airways. I know that.
That's
That's
the
a
different
fact.
difference between 5 and 1, I guess.
Good thing I switched
Or
them.
5 and 5, and then 5 and 1. We were going to do honorable mentions, but she just had to be so greedy and do 2 5s.
I
Put 'em
fucked it
all
up
in
for
there.
everybody.
Yeah, fuck
God
it.
damn it.
My number one is one that was mentioned 42 times on accident, and that's the Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the bomb.
They're
What's not to
great.
like?
Yeah, no one's gonna argue with that.
Yeah, and I think they're like real versatile.
For sure.
Like you listen to one song and it's like real hard type rock, and then one's like more of like the alternative feel, and one's more of like the folky feel.
they
one's
can
more
change
of
their
like,
sound by
agree.
being the Foo
Yeah.
Fighters.
Yeah.
and Dave Grohl's
He's the
The
best.
man.
He's the
seems
fucking
like
best.
it'd be cool shit.
Yeah.
You see videos of him doing shit all the time at like his concerts, and obviously that.
I love when they go acoustic at their concerts. Some of their best songs are acoustic.
right.
I've never
I love
seen them.
Everlong acoustic.
Everlong acoustic, I'll cry right now. I don't give a fuck.
Same.
Yeah, it's always played like 104.5 has that.
Times
Drown
like
in my
these.
tears.
It's
Like
like
these, yes.
I want to say it's like maybe like 8 to 9 o'clock or something like that on Sundays. they play just acoustic versions of shit.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's-
on 104.5 Sunday
Yeah.
mornings.
Yeah.
When I'm
That's-
driving to Starbucks.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's always played. The Everlong acoustic.
And
is
it never
always
gets
played.
old.
It
Like,
doesn't.
So
No,
good.
everyone is in their car like
yeah.
crying,
Yeah,
but loving it at the same time.
it's good recovery
At least
day.
me. At least me.
I remember
Yeah.
Kev Gallagher came over when the CD. I forget the CD. The one that's Best of You. I think the CD is called Best of You. So he just bought that CD and he brought it over. That's when my parents my parents moved to Jersey when I was in 8th grade. Me and my sister lived in my house on Keystone Street while they were living in Jersey. So it was only me and my sister in the house. So like they probably sold the house, but I think like you know how you have that like 90 days.
Yeah.
So I had to finish grade school while my parents are in Jersey. Not that it's far. I mean, how long did it take you guys to get here? Fucking 20 minutes.
20
if
minutes.
that.
Yeah.
So and we're even closer. Taconi's right there. I have a strong arm, so I can probably throw a football the bird down. But I'm saying like, so we're there and like we would just fucking party at my house and shit. We're like, fuck it, whatever. And my boy Kev Gallagher came over and put that CD in, and I remember that. There's another song other than Best of You, and it's like a really hard rock, but like they got really hard into it. What am I even talking about? Like,
Monkey wrench.
Oh, but it's the versatility. Is that what you're
Versatility.
looking at?
yeah, dude, they
Okay.
fucking went at it. Dude, Foo Fighters are the shit
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, they can do anything.
Yeah,
They can do anything.
And like I said,
respect
and on
that.
top of it, they seem like they're cool
Oh, they're
guys
bomb.
too. So
Good guys.
My number one is Incubus, and it wasn't even a fucking question when it came out to be the. It was so easy.
how many times have you seen them in concert?
20?
Damn.
No, probably not 20. Probably realistically 11, 9.
Okay.
That's
One
like
of
me
them,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the
honestly.
first Incubus concert I ever missed was 3 weeks ago.
No way.
Yeah, well, I just had a little. I just
Little-
had a little
little baby.
Just had a little angel baby
little
marshmallow
burst of
face,
sunshine.
and I couldn't go, and I had so much fun.
Right, it was like the weekend she was due, right, or something like
Bert
that.
or Bud, my brother Bud bought the tickets, and he's like, "Yo, I got tickets for Incubus." I'm like, "Dude, the concert's on the due date of the baby.
Aw.
Ain't going.
Right.
She was
Ain't
born.
going."
She was born before, right?
She was born. She was 3 weeks early.
Which is worse because now
Right,
you
right,
have a
right.
newborn. Like,
Okay.
you need to-
Definitely not going.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm
It's one thing
definitely
if
not
like
going.
Chelsea's still pregnant.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe I can squeeze it in, and then I just won't drink.
she
I got my
doesn't go
phone
into
if you need
labor.
me. Yeah.
Right.
But if she
But,
just had the kid, you're
I had
you're out.
so much FUMO. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But I mean, why do I love Incubus? I don't know. I have an Incubus tattoo in here, and I don't know. It's just I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
What's your
Their
favorite
sound-
I love
Incubus song?
Incubus.
My favorite Incubus song is definitely The Warmth. It's not even fucking close. The Warmth is just like, I don't know, such a
Something
dope
else.
song.
It's
Such
just
a
so
dope
warm.
It is.
Makes you feel warm.
fucking guy. But yeah, I don't know. They're like they're that whole early 2000s like hip hop. He doesn't rap, but he has that like turntable, like that hip hop, funky
Yeah, different
Right.
metal
And he can
sound
speed
to
it up a little bit too, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, where you going?
But dude, but they're the ones who
We'll follow
their
you.
sound changes hard as shit too. Like
Yeah.
their sound
Right.
just goes all over the place. Like they have Promise, which doesn't sound like any of their other songs.
Right,
I
that's
love
how you
when
know-
bands will experiment like that.
Absolutely,
That's
they
what I was gonna
definitely
say.
do.
Like, that's how you know you're not that if you don't do this, you're not a good band. But that's how you know like you're a really good band when you can
Yeah.
when you can expand out into other areas and people are like, yo, that was a good song. I like
Yeah,
that.
like,
Oh,
they
that
don't
was a
have
good
to
one
stay
too.
the
And
same.
it's totally different than the other one. I like them both. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think they're like out of all the bands that I love, their songs are all over the fucking place. All their songs are all over the place. Like
Yeah, for
there's,
sure.
yeah.
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 Love it. Let's run through your whole list. So 5 to 1, 5 to 1, 5 to 1, 5 to 1.
All right.
I don't remember.
Just to remind everyone
I remember your 5, I think.
in case
do?
we.
Yeah,
Where is
Weezer, Blink 182. We're
Weezer
both 5.
/ Blink-182. Yeah.
And then the
Men
Memorist,
Singers. Yeah.
the brand new
Brand new. There's also
something, and then Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. Also, what was the other one? I guess it's not my favorite.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Yeah,
Soundgarden
that's
and
it.
Pearl
Yeah,
Jam.
yeah. All right. got
Okay,
it.
so mine was
Angels
Angels
and
and
Airwaves.
Airwaves. We both did the Men Singers.
Yeah.
What was my 3?
Very satisfying to hear.
Thank you.
No problem.
Fuck.
What was your 3?
Oh, the Lumineers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
And
know most of
then Green Day, and then the Early November.
them. Solid.
Nice.
Mine
Decent
were
list. It's okay.
average. Mine were The Killers, Kings of Leon, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Foo Fighters.
That's a good
Solid,
list.
solid. It
That's
is.
a good list.
It's like
I
very.
enjoy
It's
that
very.
No
rock.
disrespect.
No,
That's a good
no
list.
problem.
I liked all the lists a lot.
Yeah.
Mine
Evenly.
was
I like all of them
Kings of
evenly.
Leon,
I do.
Pearl Jam, Linkin Park, Nirvana, Incubus.
Solid.
Honorable mentions before we go out. Because usually, like, I put it on Instagram. Like, I'll put, like, thing and people answer. So, we read their shit off. We're a day late, but...
Some of them were talked about. Linkin Park.
Yeah. Kings of Leon.
Paramore.
For me.
I love
Paramore is a good
I
one.
fucking
Yeah.
love
I would never
Yeah.
pick Paramore.
My
for,
parents
like,
told me
top.
to put Paramore. I like them, but like
Really?
I'm surprised that they love them so much.
I
But
love
yeah,
Paramore.
Paramore is great.
And Radiohead too.
Killers, yeah.
Radiohead's
Radiohead's good.
dope.
Yeah.
They're definitely a unique sound. You have
They
to be
are.
into...
Paranoid
Radio.
Android, I don't really like though. That's
You have to be into... That's what I'm saying. Like, how hard do you get in the rock? Because, like, I love System of a
Smashing
Down.
Pumpkins, really good. System of a Down, yeah.
But, like, that's,
Sorry.
that gotta be rock.
No Rage Against the Machines.
Rage Against the Machine is, like, my workout playlist.
Right,
I'll
that's
have,
what I
like,
mean.
10
I
I
feel
like
that.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. Audio Slave, I like way more than Soundgarden.
Really?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
like them both.
Yeah,
Stone
yeah,
Temple
I like them
Pilots.
both.
You guys like
I
Stone
Temple
love
Pilots, yeah.
Stone Temple
I
Pilots.
was
gonna
Alice
put
in
that.
Chains, obviously,
Alice in
is gonna
Chains,
be
yeah.
on my list. It's all 90s.
We should have
Yeah,
just
it
did
is all
90s.
90s. We
I
should've.
didn't do 90s on
God
purpose.
damn.
And I'm
But, like,
annoyed.
really, I start throwing some in there. It's tough, though, because, like, I
Fuel
don't...
and Bush.
No,
They're great.
take
it.
Yeah.
like I feel
But-
like all I listen to is like 90s.
I
right?
love Jimmy Eat World, too.
Jimmy Eat World, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. We saw them with Incubus, didn't we?
Yes.
Jimmy Eat World,
You-
yeah.
You guys were at that,
Yeah,
right?
we were at that concert.
Yeah.
That was that picture. Where the fuck were you at?
Aw, we were probably behind
We
you.
were probably,
No, you
yeah,
weren't.
we were somewhere in
You
that
weren't
picture. I don't
I was throwing beers.
In the background.
know.
Let's do it. Girls, I couldn't thank you enough.
Thanks
Yeah.
for
So
having me.
how do people get your shit?
On Instagram.
Go ahead.
Catch
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We poop on
Instagram
you.
at BangPop Clothing. That's it. Yeah, on
At
Instagram.
BangPop Clothing.
BangPop Clothing.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe a website in the future.
Yes.
Wait like a month. And it'll
Yeah,
be-
wait a month. BangPopClothing.com.
But give them some time, guys. Give them some fucking time.
Guys, it was lovely meeting you. I had a
The best.
blast. These are awesome. Hopefully we can hang out again.
Yeah.
Do we got cheese
Absolutely.
left?
No, need a drink.
Yeah, I drank them all. I always do.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I absolutely did.
Guys, subscribe, follow. Hit us with a couple. I don't care if you hit us with 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. I don't care if we suck. Just rate us. Okay?
Rate us.
Okay, bye.
It's not even me, but yeah.